And up! New York Mets fans. Been a while. Obviously, I was calling a lot of the New York Knicks playoff games, and I was losing my voice doing those games, so I was unable to do both games at the same time. But if people, if people enjoy the Mets streams, I'm going to continue to do them. I've done them throughout the last couple of years. Obviously, I'm a huge Mets fan. It's been a lot of fun seeing this team kind of overcome adversity, right? That, to me, is what this season's been about so far for this baseball team. Their entire team's been hurt. I mean, even DeGrom missed 2 or 3 starts. Obviously, 2 of their outfielders have been out for the majority of the year. Jeff McNeil's been out. Their third baseman's been out. Even Pete Alonso missed some time. And the Mets have just found ways to stay with it. And coming into today, they're 5 games over 500. They sit with a comfortable lead in first place. They're still banged up. And they're going to need to try to continue to overcome these injuries. And they're playing a tough team today in the Padres. Obviously, we won yesterday with DeGrom on the hill. What else is new? DeGrom's been the best pitcher in all of baseball, in my opinion. And it's not even close. He might be having the greatest year in the history of baseball. And if he can keep this up, not might be, he is right now, if he could keep it up. And it's been incredible. We got Stroman on the hill today, our second best pitcher. He's been very good for the Mets, coming in with, I think, a 2.44 ERA. We're going to go over the lineups and everything else, but I'm excited to be back talking some Mets baseball with you guys. May or may not be doing the postgame on What Do You Shay. We'll see. But thank you to everybody for being here. I appreciate it. What's going on there, Word? What's going on there, Ryan? What's going on there, Mike? Thanks for popping in. What's going on there, Michael, Scott, Ryan in the chat, Polar Bear Pete in the chat, Densley in the chat, man. What channel is the game on? It's on, I'm assuming it's on SNY. I didn't look, but Mets are usually on SNY. That's their channel. Chris Hall, yeah, I know the Hawks when I was watching that. And they got off to a great lead. They were up, they scored 42 points in the first quarter. They had 75 points in the first half. The Hawks are for real. I mean, I said that after the Knicks series. I thought the Hawks were going to take that series 7 games. And we'll see. Maybe they end up winning the series. But the Hawks are for real. It's on Pix 11. Yeah, like I said, I didn't even check. I just assumed it was on SOI. It's on Pix 11. So there you go. It's on channel 11. Pix 11. Game's going to start in about 10 minutes. Going to go over the starting lineups for you guys. It's kind of like a AAA lineup right now. We got McKinney leading off in right field, the lefty batting first. Lindor, he's been struggling with the Mets. We know that with the bat, been really good in the field. At least the last 5 or 6 games I've been watching, it seems like Lindor's starting to make better contact. Pete Alonso in the 3 spot, Dom Smith in the cleanup hole, James McCann, the catcher, Drury playing third base and batting 6th. Williams, the center fielder, former Yankees, actually been playing pretty good for the Mets, will be batting 7th. Peraza will be playing second base and batting 8th. And Marcus Stroman on the hill for the New York Mets. So that's the starting lineup for the Mets today. Obviously, the big bats for the Padres are Tatis, Hosmer, Myers. They'll be in the 4, 5, 6 spot. And we'll see how the Mets stack up today against the San Diego Padres as they look to get a series split. What's going on there, Victor, man? Thanks for popping in, man. Stroman under a lot of fire for the beef he got into with Bob. I did not. Yeah. Oh, you're talking about the game? Yeah. When they had the benches clearing, it wasn't really a fight, but a little bit of a scuffle. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Asia, what's going on? Thanks for popping in the stream. What's going on there? Jason, thanks for popping in. Timothy in the chat. Good luck, Chris. Fernando, yeah, he's a beast, man. Manuel quickly says, I'm going to get traded for Dame. I could see that. If the Knicks rather do make a trade for Damian Lillard, I would think quickly would be one of the players that they'd want. Young, doesn't cost a lot, upside. I could see it. What's going on there, Body Knowledge, man? Thanks for popping in, buddy. Polar Bear Pete in the chat. John says, Chris, what's going on with What Do You Shay? We may be doing a post game there tonight. I talked to Tino. Obviously, I've been busy doing the Knicks games, but now that I'm done, I want to be doing a lot more post games over there and starting to bring the streams over there as well when we can do them at the same time. But I think we might be doing a post game over there tonight, depending on the crowd we get in here. If we get a decent crowd, I'll tell some people to go on over there and we'll do the post game. Jedi in the chat, what's going on? DeGrom MVP? Yeah, I think DeGrom's the MVP. I don't even think it's close. Like the guy is a 0.5 something ERA right now. He's got I think he's got a 0.5 or 0.6 something whip, a 0.5 ERA. He's got almost a 12-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio. Jacob DeGrom's the MVP of Major League Baseball. I don't even think it's close right now, the way that he's been pitching for this baseball team. What's going on there, Tiger, man? Thanks for popping in. What's going on there, Mac, the Giants fan, man? Thanks for popping in. Yeah, Jake's definitely the MVP. Jake's definitely an MVP. How does the Yankees-Mets World Series sound? Listen, anybody, I don't care who it is. If the Mets are in the World Series, sign me up. I don't care if it's Mets Yankees. I don't care if it's Mets Red Sox. I don't care. Just sign me up. The Yankees right now, and there may be some Yankee fans in here. That, obviously you guys right now are struggling. I mean, I think they'll rebound. I still don't think they're built well for the playoffs with their lineup. They got good pitching. I think they'll rebound. I think they'll make the playoffs, but I don't think the Yankees will make the World Series this year, but you never know. Let's see what we got here. We want Dana. What's going on there, Bucks? Oh, man, thanks for popping in, buddy. Dropping in to say hello and wishing everyone a nice day. Appreciate that, Bonzu the Tiger, man. Thanks for popping in. Thoughts on the Julio trade? I think it was about the value that I expected, right? He was forcing his way out of there. I think it was about the value that I expected. He's 32 years old. He's had injury concerns. He makes a lot of money, which is why Atlanta wanted to trade him in the first place. They got a second and a fifth for him. So I think it was fair value. But I'm glad he's out of Atlanta because we're playing Atlanta week 3. So that was my first line of thinking. I almost cried when I realized you were streaming the Mets game. Well, I appreciate you for being here, Buxo. Thank you to everybody for being here, man. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. And hopefully the Mets give us something to cheer about. As a Yankees fan, I would give up half our trash team for DeGrom. Yeah, I mean, I still think you guys have a good team, though. I really do. I just don't think you're a World Series team. Looks like, yeah, Lindor's starting to hit. Lindor's definitely starting to hit. I'm not worried about it. I know he's off to a horrible start. But even when he's making outs, you can tell he's making much better contact right now. Lindor's going to come around. The glove's there. I'm not too worried about it. It speaks volumes that the Mets are 28 and 23 with what has happened so far. Like, if I would have told you Lindor was going to be batting what he's batting, the team is going to be as banged up as they've been, and the Mets are still going to be 5 games over 500, you would have called me a lunatic. Carrasco obviously went out before the year started. Syndergaard's still not back. It's been pretty incredible what this team's been able to overcome. Who's winning the World Series based off what's happening so far this season? I mean, I think it's too early to tell. I mean, obviously the Dodgers are going to be one of the favorites for sure. I know you're a Dodgers fan, word. Padres are talented. I think if the Mets get in, they're dangerous in the National League because we got DeGrom and because if our pitching gets healthy. But once you get to the playoffs, anything can happen. But I would say the Dodgers are probably the favorite. But you never know. Once the playoffs get going, you never know, man. Comes down to pitching. Freddie, man, what's going on, man? I've been a Yankees fan as long as I remember since I've been following you on YouTube. I'm appreciating the Mets more. I appreciate that. Hey, man, I'm a diehard Mets fan. I've been matter of fact, I was going to show the pic. I always show the picture. I don't know where I put it, but I've been a Mets fan since birth. Where's my I don't know where I put it, but I got a baby picture of me in a Mets uniform. I usually show that before the streams. Let's see what we got here. Joey Lutz just got hidden. Why do you get hidden? I'm sick of these I think Asia did that by accident. I'm sick of these calzone prison. What's up there, Joey Lutz, man? Thanks for popping in the stream, buddy. Let's go, Metsy. What's up there, Buxo? Your parents chose you the wrong team. Nah, man. Listen, man. What's up, Mike Nixon, man? Thanks for popping in, buddy. Glad to see you in here, buddy. What's going on there, Jesse? No, man, I'm glad that I'm a Mets fan, man. I say that all the time. I know a lot of people are Yankees fans, and that's the popular team to root for, and I get it. I'm proud to be a Mets fan. I personally think Mets fans are the best fans in baseball. I really do. I think they're passionate. I think they're very well educated. And I'm proud to be a Mets fan. I love our fan base. I love our passion. And I say it all the time. Out of the 4 major sports, I don't think there's a tougher team to root for because you share a town with the New York Yankees. I'm proud to be a Mets fan. Let's see what we got here, man. Let's see what we got. Let's go Yankees. Only losers root for the Mets. Well, Maze, what's up, Maze? Thanks for being here, buddy. Maze is the man. DeGrom's always brilliant. DeGrom's always brilliant, man. But he's had A+ stuff. The scary thing is in some of his starts recently, he hasn't had A+ stuff, and he's still been able to get the job done. But last time out, or 2 times out rather, ago, not his last start. Last night he was terrific as well. But against Arizona, like, I was watching that game, I'm like, I legitimately thought it was like a 50% chance he was going to throw a perfect game. Like, he was that good. The slider was tight. He was hitting the corners. He was absolutely terrific. But I'll tell you what, man, don't sleep on Marcus Stroman. He's been great for the Mets as well, and he's going to be pitching today. The Padres will take the hill now as we're getting ready to go here in the top of the first. Yeah, DeGrom's always nasty, man. He's always nasty. He only gave up 3 hits, I think, in 7 innings last night. Arizona looked even better. And Paddock's going to take the mound here for the – I'm going to have a beer. for the Padres. He's 2-4 with a 4.24 ERA. His Lindor's 8-game hitting streak, he's batting 400. Yeah, he's starting to play better. And like I said, even his outs, like I was noticing it before the hitting streak got going, even Lindor's outs, he was hitting the ball pretty well. You could tell he's starting to get into his groove. No, it was too late, KP. I was going to call the game, but it was like it was a 10 o'clock game. Too late, man. I'm not going to call it 10 o'clock game, but I was gonna watch. I watched last night's game too, but I was gonna watch this game anyway, and I said, we'll call the game today. We'll see what kind of crowd we get, and I know a lot of you guys want me to do the Mets game, so I'll do them, every now and again. So I appreciate everybody for being here. Thank you very much. Your fan club loves you, Maze. What's up? What's up, Nona, man? Thanks for popping in. Yeah, Machado is not playing today. They're showing Lindor a 714 slugging percentage during the current 8-game hitting streak. So you knew he was going to break out of it eventually. And I figured, I didn't predict this, but I thought it was a decent possibility that Lindor would get off to a slow start. Obviously being New York, right? The pressure, the big contract, everything else. I think he's starting to come around. And in the end, I think he'll bat close to the back of his baseball card, which is about 265, 270, 275, 30-plus home runs, and a great glove. But here we go. We're underway. The Mets coming out in the gray unis. Let's go, Mets. McKinney's going to be leading off here for the Metsies. He'll be batting from the left side. I've got my fingers crossed for a potential of Yuko and the Islanders in the maybe I'll do a watch along. I don't think I could call a hockey game. I don't really watch hockey, but maybe I'll do a watch along if it's like a Stanley Cup game. I know that they tied the series, right? They're tied at 2 apiece. And Paddock's going to take the hill here for the Padres, coming out in the camo unis. And he'll look in for the sign. McKinney steps in from the left side. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed. 96 on the gun. Blows it right by him. Challenges him right over the middle. McKinney this year batting 208, 5 homers, 11 RBIs. He's 2 for 9 in the series with a double and a triple. Joey Lutz, my man. Joe's been with me since the beginning. Love Joe Lutz. Here's the 0-1. And the fastball misses upstairs. Good eye there. 1-1. Paddock. Or Paddock, however you pronounce it. Ryan. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Looks like it's going to be a heater. And actually, it's a curveball in the dirt. Good eye there by McKinney to lay off. 2-1. No, definitely not a Yankees fan. Born and raised a Mets fan. I don't know how you could have thought I was a Yankees fan. I've been calling Mets games for about 3 years now on my channel. No, the opposite of a Yankees fan. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And the windup and the pitch. Fastball misses upstairs. Good eye there. 3-1. See if he can draw a walk. The Yankees are in a depressing place right now, so I'm here living vicariously through you, Chris. Nate, man, glad to see you here, buddy. Listen, man, the Mets have been struggling too. Well, they've been playing good. They've had a lot of bad luck in terms of the injuries and everything else, but they've been able to overcome it. And they're off to a better start than they probably should be. As he lines a hard ground ball to second, fielded cleanly with the shift. 1 up, 1 down. Good contact there by McKinney, but he hit it right into the shift there for the Padres. So 1 out here in the top of the first. What's going on there, Ray West, man? Thanks for popping in, buddy. You keeping an eye on Game 7? Joe, I might flip here and there, but to be honest with you, I'm a Mets fan. I'd be watching the Mets game anyway. I might flip here and there in between innings. Here's the first pitch to Lindor, and the fastball misses outside. Good eye there by Lindor. 1-0. I'm looking forward to going to a few more Mets games. Actually, I know Asia works there. I meant to say hello to her last time I was there, and I'll definitely make sure to stop by her stand next time. Here's the 1-0. Fastball swung on a miss there by Lindor. 1-1. Evens up the count. Lindor's starting to heat up a little bit for the Mets. See if he can keep it going. He's got more pop from the right side. Here's the 1-1 by Paddock. And another heater swung on and fouled off. That'll reach the seats. What's up there, OG Chip, man? Thanks for popping in, buddy. Yeah, 1 and 2 count, Tim. Stand 423. There you go. You know what? I'm going to write it down right now, Asia. I'm going to write it down right now. Stand 423. I think I'm going to make a trip to Citi Field in a week or two. And there's a fastball swung on and fouled off. Absolutely love going to the Mets games. What's up there, Evan Mannix? Popping in, buddy. You low-key started rooting for the Mets because of me. Well, I'm glad, man. Welcome aboard. I think it's going to be a lot of fun going up against you guys this year. We play the Dodgers very late in the season, but I think we might meet in the playoffs as well. And Lindor will step out of the box. We'll do it again. Yeah, well, if you're a Dodgers fan, you better hate the Padres. Here's the 1-2. And the curveball. Wow, good late break there on the curveball. Lindor swings through it. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the first. Really nice pitch there by Paddock. Late break on the curveball. Little 12-6 action. Came right off the table. Really nice pitch. Glad to see you here, Pinworm. What's going on, my man? And Alonso will step in from the right side. Here's the pitch. And a fastball. First pitch swinging, and it's line to right field. That'll hang up. He'll bring it in. That'll take us to the bottom of the first. 3 up, 3 down for the Mets. Stroman getting set to take the hill for the New York Metropolitans as we go to the bottom of the first. So a quick inning there. Good contact there by Pete, but he was aggressive there with his first at bat. No score. Raider Nation here. What's going on there? Andrew Mannix popping in. Yeah, exactly, Jason. Next inning. The way Stroman's been pitching, I think it'll take maybe 3 runs. We should be able to get a win today if we get 3 runs. Stroman's been pitching very well for the Mets. 138, 134 is your predict for the Mavericks Clippers. I'm rooting for the Mavericks. I mean, I have more interest with Luka. I'd like to see Luka advance in the playoffs. Plus, I guess, you know, as a Knicks fan, I guess I'm like in the back of my head kind of like rooting for Kawhi Leonard to get knocked out in the first round, and maybe he'll want to leave, and maybe the Knicks are a possibility, even though I don't think that's going to happen. I think he's ultimately going to end up if he leaves with Miami or Dallas. What's up there, Alvaro, man? Thanks for popping in, buddy. Glad to see you here, my man. Always love doing the baseball streams. You normally don't get that big of a crowd, but you get a chance to really talk to your diehard subscribers. So I appreciate all the support. Each and every one of you guys always give me in the streams, watching my videos. I can't say thank you enough. So thank you guys for being here. It's Peterson. I'm more worried. Yeah, listen, man, I was worried about Peterson coming into this year. I really was, because I was worried about like a sophomore slump for Peterson coming into this year. Last year was a small sample size. Batters get more of a book on him, and he's been struggling for the Mets. Tommy Pham will lead off here for the Padres. Profar on deck. Yankee Mojo says, thinking about switching sides to the Mets since the Yankees can't score for shite. What's up, baseball highlights? You guys have definitely been struggling, but I really think the Yankees will come around. I just think there's too much talent on that team. And here's Stroman, pitching to a 2.66 ERA with a 4-4 record. For the Mets, it'll be Alonso, Peraza, Lindor, and Drury in the infield. McCann will be doing the catching. Lindor, 2-time Gold Glover over there at shortstop. I've heard rumors that the Knicks might be interested. I've heard that as well. Miles Turner, I've heard that as well. There were rumors about that, I think, like a year or two ago as well with the Knicks. So maybe there's legitimate interest there. Asia, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Asia. Stand up, my sexy Dana. When you do come to my stand, just walked up to the cashiers and asked for me. They should know me by now. And also, if you see somebody in the back cooking chicken tenders and fries, all right, all right, Asia. I'll be sure to definitely take a visit to your stand next time I'm there. And yeah, I plan on probably going to a Mets game next week or whenever the next homestand is. I want to try to get back out there. I had a lot of fun last game I went to. As Stroman with a First pitch fastball on the outside corner to Pham. Pham batting .221, 4 homers, 17 RBIs on the year. And here's the 0-1. And a slider on the outside corner. Nice pitch there by Stroman. Nice, man. I'm not I'm not going to lie, I'm not the biggest fan of Stroman in terms of, like, here's the 0-2. And where was that? Fastball just misses upstairs. But in terms of the way he's pitched this year, Stroman's been fantastic. Here's the 1-2. McCann lining up outside. Here's the pitch, and that's lined in the air to right field. That'll hang up there for McKinney. He'll bring it in. 1 up, 1 down here in the bottom of the first. JD, my man, what's going on, my man? I can't wait to start that Knicks show with you. Love that guy. Really nice guy. I think he's got great content over there as well, and we're going to be doing a Knicks show together, so be sure to check him out. We'll be doing live shows after the NBA Finals. That's when I figure it's appropriate, and I kind of want to carry that through the entire offseason. Up until free agency, up until the draft, and even recapping the draft. And then maybe taking a little break for a couple of months. But, and then obviously bringing it back as basketball season fast approaches. But, JD, man, thank you so much, buddy. And he says, hold on 1 second. And here's the pitch to Profar. And a fastball on the outside corner, 0-1. Says, very serious scientific question. Is DeGrom human? Absolutely not. I'm going to talk about DeGrom in 1 second. But he is definitely not human. He is a beast. Here's the 0-1 to Profar. And the windup and the pitch from Stroman. And a curveball in the dirt, 1-1. Listen. I've been watching baseball now pretty religiously for, I'll say 27, 28 years. And I've seen a lot of dominant pitchers. Okay? I've seen Randy Johnson in his prime. I've seen Roger Clemens when he was on steroids. Here's the 1-1 from Stroman. And that's hit on the ground to first, fielded cleanly by Pete. He'll step on the bag, 2 down. I saw Pedro Martinez. And I still say to this day, at least in my lifetime, the greatest year I've ever seen by a pitcher is Pedro Martinez in 2000 during the steroid era, pitching at Fenway Park. A hitter's ballpark, American League with the DH. He was incredible. He threw to like a high 1 ERA that year, I think. He had like a whip at like 0.8. I've seen all these guys, right? I mean, obviously, Lincecum was really dominant for about a 3-year period. Clayton Kershaw, Greg Maddux. I've seen a lot of great pitchers. I don't think I've ever seen a pitcher, and he's not as good as these guys because he hasn't done it for as long that I've mentioned, but I don't think I've ever seen a pitcher as dominant as Jacob deGrom has been over the last 4 years. It's ridiculous. And here's the first pitch. Fastball on the outside corner, 0-1. And he's still got a lot of time to go, in my opinion. I know he's like 32, but he didn't start pitching. He came up as a shortstop. And the craziest thing about DeGrom, here's the 0-1 from Stroman. And a slider lift in the air to center field. That'll drop in for a single. 2 outs, runner on first. The craziest thing about DeGrom is his fastball, usually by this age, I remember Tom Glavine when he came to the Mets. He had to reinvent himself as a pitcher because he lost his fastball. He never was he never threw more than 91, 92, but he was throwing in the high 80s at that point, and he had to reinvent himself as a pitcher. The same thing for Pedro Martinez. It's very rare that you see a pitcher gain acceleration on his fastball as he hits his early 30s. And every year his average fastball goes up. And my reasoning behind that is I think the guy, because he didn't come up as a pitcher and he kind of got a late start in the major leagues, so his prime may be longer than some people may think. So runner on first here, 2 down. Here's the first pitch by Stroman, and the slider swung on and fouled off by Tatis, 0-1. I thought he got a piece of it with the bat. They're going to say he didn't. Swing and a miss. It got by McCann. So the Padres are going to have a runner on second here. I thought he got a piece of the bat. Nope, he swung through it. That's my mistake. So runner on second here, 2 outs. And JD, man, thank you very much, man. Yankee fan, but man, you hope DeGrom wins. He deserves it. He does. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to take it another step further, JD. I'm going to take it another step further. Here's the 0-1. Stroman looks in for the sign. Here's the pitch. And that's hit on the ground down the third baseline. Foul. We'll do it again. 0-2. He deserves the MVP this year. And I can't even remember the last time that happened. It's been a long time since a pitcher won an MVP award. He deserves it. He deserves it. He is that good. He deserves the MVP. Tatis batting 298, 17 homers, 39 RBI. He's been a beast this year. Absolute beast. This guy's a beast. Here's the 0-2 by Stroman. And tried to get him to chase the slider out of the zone. Good eye there by Tatis, 1-2. In New York, football and baseball, the fans are split when it comes to basketball. There's way more Knicks fans. Yeah, my mistake, Bull. That's right. I forgot Kershaw did win the MVP in 2014. He's having an even better year than Kershaw did. And Kershaw, much like DeGrom, had a 4 or 5 year stretch where he was insane. Here's the 1-2. And the changeup misses inside, 2-2. He's got to be the MVP, Ray. He's got to be the MVP, DeGrom, right now. He's the main reason the Mets are where they are. And the bullpen, by the way, which, Ray, I know you're a big Mets fan. Nobody saw that coming when the year started. Nobody thought the Mets were going to have a bullpen pitching as good as they have. And their defense has actually been very good. Here's the 2-2. And a curveball in the dirt. Good job there by McCann to scoop it out, 3-2. Come on, Stroman, get out of it. Hosmer on deck. We're very familiar with him as Mets fans. His days with the Kansas City Royals in the World Series. And here's the payoff pitch. Here's the 3-2. Come on. Stroman looks to runner back to second. Here's the pitch. And he got him to go. Stroman strikes him out. The curveball dips off the table, and Tatis went around. Nice pitch there by Stroman. We go to the top of the second. There you go, Stro. There you go, Stro. Top 2. Let's go. Let's go, man. What's up there, Keon, man? Thanks for popping in the stream, man. He's my favorite player to watch, and I thought Al BP was going to be all right, but certainly not this. No, dude. I said it. I've said it now for about a month. In today's modern sports, and some fans may not want to hear this, or if they don't like the Mets or whatever, I honestly believe that Jacob deGrom is the most dominating athlete in all 4 major sports right now. And I thought that before this year. And JD, man, thank you so much, man. What would you like the Mets to do at the deadline? Or do you believe they have the pieces? They just need to stay healthy plus production. Like the Mets, I think the key to this team, first off, they got to get healthy, right? Because you're missing your second start. Well, Carrasco probably the third starter, the way Stroman's pitching. But you're missing 2 of your top 4 starters right now with Syndergaard and Carrasco. So those are going to be major additions. And obviously our lineup, everybody's banged up right now, right? Conforto's out. JD Davis is out. We're missing half of our lineup. So I think health, but for sure, I think we're going to need to make additions at the deadline. And I think even as good as the bullpen's pitched, I think they'll need to add another arm in the pen. I do. I think we're going to need to add another arm in the pen. You figure they're going to tax those arms a bit. I'd like to add another arm there. And maybe another stick, maybe another where it'll be, maybe third. I'm not too sure what position it'll be. But I could see them adding another bat. But I think they'll add bullpen help at the deadline. But the most important thing is definitely getting healthy. I think the rotation is solid. I mean, when this team is healthy, you look at this rotation. I mean, my God, like Jacob deGrom, Marcus Stroman, Noah Syndergaard, Carrasco, like they got a really good rotation. But I think the most important thing is getting healthy. But of course, they can make some additions at the deadline to try to put this team within World Series contention. But I think you're going to have to see what the team looks like at the trade deadline. I'm sure there's going to be some injuries. We got to see what they look like at the trade deadline. But my short answer to you right now would probably be a little bit more bullpen help. Maybe another starter, depending on how Syndergaard looks coming back. But he's looked good so far. I think he had a little bit of a setback. And here's the first pitch, and the changeup dips off the outside corner. 1-0. Good eye there by Dom Smith. And Pinware, man, thank you so much, buddy. Yeah, Taijuan Walker's been great as well. You want to talk about an underrated acquisition, and I'm going to get into Walker in a second. Here's the 1-0. Fastball swung on and fouled off. That'll reach the seats. Taijuan Walker this year, when you look at the numbers, he's pretty comparable to Bauer. And we were about to pay Bauer like $50 million a year. Taijuan Walker was a steal for the Mets. He's pitched great for this team. And Mets are going to have a lot of decisions at the end of the year as to what starters they're going to keep. Here's the 1-1 to Smith. And the fastball misses upstairs. Good eye, 2-1. Pinworm, man, thank you very much. The way DeGrom is defying physics and age, I hear people claiming he's cheating. I wouldn't be shocked if some people did. I don't think he is, though. I think he legitimately, I think it's logical. You know, the things that I said, I think it makes sense. We'll talk about it in 1 second. Here's the 2-1 to Smith. The windup, the pitch, and the fastball misses outside. Good eye there by Dom. 3-1. I think the fact that he came up so late, right? He didn't start in the major leagues till he was like 25, 26? And then he came up as a shortstop. He doesn't have the same tax on his arm as most of these guys do when they're in the major leagues as pitchers. Here's the 3-1 and swung on and fouled off the net. 3-2. But I say it all the time, man. It's such a Mets thing, right? DeGrom came up with all those like highly touted starters, and he was like the 5th most talked about between Harvey, between Noah, between Wheeler, Matz. He was the 5th most talked about. He ended up being the best pitcher in baseball. Here's the payoff pitch by Paddock to Dom Smith. Looks in for the sign. Looks like it's going to be a fastball in the outside corner, it looks like. Here's the pitch. And Dom, did he check it? They're going to say he did. So the Mets get a leadoff base runner here as Dom's able to check the swing. Draws a 6-pitch walk here to start the top of the second. Stand up. What's going on there, Kalen? And everybody, please subscribe to JD Sports Talk, by the way. That guy's awesome. Really looking forward to doing that Nick show with him. Been a long-time subscriber of mine. Did they just eject the manager? I looked out at the chat for 1 second. I think they just threw the Padres manager out of the game. I think he was upset that he didn't ask the third base umpire to check if he went around. See ya! He's gone. What are you still talking to the umpire for? You just got thrown out of the game. So Dom Smith on first. Vladimir Putin, they're playing next year. The Knicks are playing next year. Right around Christmas time. That'll be opening night. Pedro Martinez and DeGrom are the 2 best I've seen pitch. Yeah, I would agree with that in terms of at their best. Like for a career, I got to go Greg Maddux. Like you want to talk about ultra consistency, and I hate to say that. I'm a Mets fan. Maddux had 15 wins for 15 years straight. The guy pitched to like a 180 ERA, and I think he was under 2 out of 3 years. Like he was fantastic. But in terms of at their peak dominance, I agree with you. Pedro and DeGrom. Kershaw's right there too. And McCann's going to step in here from the right side. Paddock comes to the set. Dom will lead from first. Here's the pitch. And the fastball misses upstairs. Good eye there, 1-0. See you. Wouldn't want to be you. What's up, Greg? Good point. Rafael Montero is what I forgot about. Rafael Montero. Forgot about him. Good point. I remember when they called up DeGrom. I will give Francesa credit for one thing. Here's the 1-0. And the curveball swung on and missed. It's in the dirt. Good block there by the catcher. 1-1. Francesa was on the DeGrom train long before anybody else. I remember when Francesa first saw DeGrom, he's like, this guy's going to be a really good pitcher. But when DeGrom came up, I was kind of like, this guy's going to be like a Dylan G. Like he's going to be a guy that comes up that, he's a nice little pitcher, but never thought he'd be anything more than a guy like Dylan G because he wasn't very talked about. And, he's been incredible. It'll be a 1-1 pitch here from Paddock. Dom leads from first. McCann's from the right side. And there's a fastball. Misses downstairs. Good eye. 2-1. They come home Friday? Okay. So far it's been, Tom. I mean, I thought the National East was going to be one of the better divisions, but so far it's been weak. Yeah, I mean, I think the Mets are the only team in it over 500. So I think they'll rebound, though. I do think it's a better division than they've shown so far. As he checks Dom Smith back to first, I can promise you Dom Smith's not stealing. I promise you. Maybe they're scared of the hit and run. Tom with a slight lead off first. Here's the 2-1. And here's the pitch to McCann. Swung on and fouled off. That'll reach the seats. That'll even up the count at 2 apiece. Glad to see you, Greg, man. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Francesa never heard of Hart. Yeah, listen, I'm not the biggest Francesa guy. I'm not the biggest Francesa guy, believe me. Guy hates the Mets, but I will give him credit for DeGrom. I remember that. He was very high on DeGrom before DeGrom took off. There's a lot of things I will not give him credit for. Trust me. It'll be a 2-2 pitch here from Paddock. Comes to the belt. Looks it for the sign. Here's the pitch to McCann, and a fastball just misses inside. Good eye there by McCann. 3-2. What's up there, Del, man? Thanks for popping in, buddy. Yeah, Tommy, like the fifth guy. DeGrom was the only guy without a nickname. You had Thor, you had the Dark Knight. Who else? You had Bartolo Colon. He had to have had a nickname. The Walrus, maybe. Here's the 3-2, and the curveball swung on and missed, and he does go, and it's going to be a strike him out, throw him out, double play. I think that was a hit and run. And McCann swung right through the curveball in the dirt. So 2 outs here in the top of the second. McCann swings right through the curveball. Did he tag him? The throw obviously beat him, but I don't know if he got him on the foot. I'd have to see another angle. Are the Mets challenging us? The throw beat him by about a mile, and they are challenging it. When I saw that first, I didn't even know because I don't got the volume on, but when I saw that first angle, the throw beat him by about 4 steps, but I don't know if he got the tag on him. Here's a better angle. I don't think he did. He missed the tag. The guy tagged the dirt. Oh, Big Sexy. Of course, that was his nickname. What am I thinking? Did they still call him out? They called him out. I don't. Maybe he got his toe. Two outs here in the top of the second, so the Mets do lose the challenge. And here's the first pitch and the fastball in the outside corner, 0-1. John, man, what's going on, buddy? Glad to see you. He says, Mets better keep winning. You don't want the Phillies to somehow catch fire and come hunting your team. Any news on tickets? I'm Monday. I tried calling them the other day, but I think it was the holidays. So that's why tomorrow I'm going to call the Giants and try to figure out to see if we could get some kind of tickets together. But if not, we'll just get our own tickets. We'll tailgate before the game. But listen, John, I know we made a bet before the year started. It'll be an 0-2 pitch here to Drury. Paddock looks in for the sign. Here's the windup. Here's the pitch. And a fastball drilled on the ground to short, fielded cleanly. He'll flip over to first, and that'll do it. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. I know you you better get ready. I need to know your jersey size, man, because you're going to be wearing a Met jersey before you know it, buddy. We made a bet before the year started, and I think if the Mets finish with a better record than the Phillies, you got to wear a Mets jersey. I wonder how we're going to handle the rest of Cano's contract. I thought this was the last year on Cano's contract. Maybe I'm wrong on that. Is there another year? I thought this was the last year on Cano's contract. Obviously this year it was voided because of the steroids. But I guess I'm wrong on that. I'm watching the Bally broadcast, and they're showing an angle of, okay, Michael, from my angle, I mean, maybe he skimmed the toe, but it was definitely debatable. Oh, he's got one more year? I don't think he won't be pitching for this, playing rather for this team next year. I'd be shocked. He won't be playing for this team next year. The DeGrom man had always been 1, maybe 2 when Syndergaard first showed up in my book. Harvey hype always worried me. Harvey, I mean, Harvey when he first came up was, as dominating as anybody, right? I mean, it was a treat to watch him pitch. And even when he rebounded in 2015, and he was really good, obviously that year. I think he had like a mid-2s ERA. But even that year, and he was great in that World Series game. But even that year, you could tell he didn't have the same stuff. Like, you could tell he was still really good, but he did not have the same dynamic stuff. He was never the same pitcher after that initial injury, Harvey. Never the same pitcher. What's up there, Cindy? Thanks for popping in. Straight from Puerto Rico. Yes, Mets fans internationally. What's going on there, Dionzio, man? Thanks for popping in, buddy. Pirates have a better offense than the Mets. This is sad. Hey, as long as we win games, I don't care. Right now, our entire team is hurt, man. We're finding ways to win games. I don't know what Dylan G's doing now. It's a good question. I remember one year Dylan G was actually our opening day starter. But I don't know what Dylan G's doing now. I think he ended up with the Rangers, right? If I'm not mistaken, after he left the Mets. So here we go, bottom of the second. As Stroman will take the hill here for the Mets. And here's the first pitch. And the slider misses outside. 1-0. Ryan Staggs in the chat. Zachary in the chat. Yeah, I like Dylan G. He was a good pitcher. He was solid. Oh, he's with the Royals. Okay, he's with the Royals. Oh, or he went to the Royals. Okay. And there's the slider. Swung on and fouled off in the dirt. 1-1. Yes, I remember Pinworm. I remember. Here's the 1-1. And the windup and the pitch. And the slider swung on and fouled off down the third base line. 1-2. We'll do it again. What's going on there, Juan Gotti, man? Glad to see you, buddy. Looking forward to playing you guys again. Who do you think will win the NL West? I think in the end it'll be the Dodgers. I just feel like the Dodgers. I know the Giants got off to a nice start. Here's the 1-2, and the fastball misses outside. 2-2. I think it'll be the Dodgers, though, in the end. I just think they have too much talent. Padres are really good, though. Don't sleep on the Padres. They are really good. It'll be a 2-2 here from Stroman. I think both those teams will make the playoffs. They might get 3 teams from the West. Here's the pitch, and that swung on, hitting the air to center field, giving chase to the track, and he's just going to have enough real estate. He brings it in. Oh, Stroman, Stroman was sweating a little bit there. That ball looked like it had a chance, but just about a 400-foot out to start the bottom of the second. And John, man, thank you very much, man. He says, cocky, I like that. That's why New York and Philly have the best sports fans, and I don't want to wear a stinking Mets jersey, but must admit the Mets are doing the job. Mets are doing a great job so far. I'm going to be the first to say, John, when all these guys were getting hurt, I thought this team was going to be in big trouble. I think it's a great sign that the Mets have been able to do what they've been able to do with all these players going down. It shows a lot of, mental fortitude. So one out here in the bottom of the second, and there's a fastball in there for a strike. Stroman's pitches today to me, and I was going to say this in the first inning, they seem a little high. Usually he wants to get a little high for me. I think he doesn't look like he's got his best stuff. Here's the 0-1 to Myers. And that was a good one. There's swung on and fouled off down the third base line. Heater down in the zone. What's up there, Matt? Exactly, Hayden. 400 feet, 10 feet. I don't care. It's all an out in the box score. Same thing if you get a broken bat single or a line drive single. It all counts for the same. Here's the 0-2 by Stroman. And the slider just misses outside. Good job there by Myers to lay off. Stroman over his career has 151 starts, 55-51 with a 3.68 ERA. Of course, a lot of that in the American League with the Blue Jays. New York native. Here's the 1-2. And the slider swung on, hitting the air to center. He'll get there. 2 up, 2 down here in the bottom of the second. Myers with a pop out. Steak on the grill. Listening to you. Life is good. What's going on, Tiana? Thanks for popping in the stream. Appreciate it. What kind of steak you having? And it better. I will accept medium. It better not be any. I don't want the well done steak. Is it medium? Hopefully it's medium. At least I go medium rare. If you ever make me a steak, make sure it's medium rare. But let me know. Let me know what you're cooking. What kind of steak? So 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Nobody on. Stroman to the belt. Looks in for the sign. Here's the pitch. And the slider in there for a strike, 0-1. Ohtani wins AL MVP. Ohtani's fantastic. He might. I mean, I'll take a look at his numbers at the in between innings. Ohtani, I think, is, and the fastball misses upstairs, 1-1. If there is one player that could really, I think, bring a lot of interest to baseball for some of the younger generation, I think Ohtani's one of those players because he's so unique. He's a guy that I think could definitely draw a lot of eyes to baseball. Here's the 1-1. And the slider swung on and fouled off down the third baseline. Slow roller. 1-2. Let me take a quick look at what Ohtani's doing this year. Medium rare. All right, that works. My God, man. Ohtani is a beast, man. What's his pitching stats look like? Here's the 1-2 from Stroman. Swung on and missed. Blows it by him. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the top of the third. Padres got 1 hit. The Mets have none. Not much action so far, but we'll take it. It's a pitcher's duel early on. Ohtani this year is batting .259, but he's got 16 homers, 42 RBIs. And then you got to keep in mind that this guy pitches too. He's had 8 starts this year. What's his record? He's got a 42 innings pitched. He's given up 20. Where's his ERA? I don't know why they're not showing the ERA. Maybe told, oh, there it is. A 2.76 ERA. Wow. He might be the MVP. 60 strikeouts at 42 innings pitched. Yeah, he might be the MVP, man. Wow. Let me change the inning real fast before I forget. We're going to go to the top of the third. It's the Stro Show today, boys. That's right, man. Tatis is awesome too, Patrick. Julio Jones to the Titans. Yeah, I saw that earlier, Chris. It's about the price that I thought that he would command, being that he forced his way out of there. He makes a lot of money. He's got injury problems. He's older. So I think he got a 2nd and a 5th for him. Yeah, Buck. So I'll try to give you a follow on Twitter. What's up, Serena? Thanks for popping in. She says, go Mets. Let's go Mets. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Did you watch the end of the Hawks at 6? I did. And I actually tweeted. I know, I can't stand Trae Young after the series. I've never seen anything like this before. And I hope you could get a clip of this on YouTube. Trae Young, it was about, 30 seconds to go in the game. And the Sixers were shooting free throws. And Trae Young, after the first free throw attempt, tried to flop and draw a foul. I've never seen anything like it before. The guy flops over anything. But here we go to the top of the third. No score here. Mets coming up. Yeah, the Sixers almost came back. They were down like 20 points. Oh, I already do follow. I thought I followed you. Williams stepping in here from the left side, looking to be the first base runner for the Mets. First hit for the Mets. Dom did walk in the second. Fastball misses outside, 1-0. Yeah, Buck. So he seems off to me today, Stroman. He seems a little off to me. But so far, he's been able to get through it. Here's the 1-0 to Williams and the changeup just on the outside corner. 1-1. Clippers by 8. I think the Clippers are going to win. I think once Dallas lost Game 6, I think the Clippers are going to win that series back home at LA. I know no teams won at home in that series, but I think the Clippers will win it. And it looks like Williams is going to roll over the changeup. Slow roller to Myers at first. He'll pick it up. He'll flip over to the pitcher, and 1 up, 1 down here in the top of the third. That's looking to get something going here in San Diego. I love the game yesterday. DeGrom rules, Lindor goes deep, and Lugo and Diaz close it out. This is how it should be every time. George, I'm with you, man. I'm glad that Lugo's back. Took a while after he came back for the Mets to get him, some game time. But I'm glad Lugo's back. He's only going to add to what this bullpen has already been doing this year. So glad that he's back, man. And Peraza will step in from the right side. Here's the pitch by Paddock. Swung on and line in the air to center. He played it poorly, and that's going to go over his head. It's going to be a ground rule double. It'll bounce over the wall. I think the Mets got a little lucky there. Played it bad off the bat, but Peraza made great contact. And the Mets will have a one-out base runner here. Peraza with a line drive double. Entertainer, somebody tried to tell me that Aaron Judge is better than Mike Trout. Well, Mike, I say it all the time. A lot of people take drugs. Aaron Judge is nowhere near Mike Trout. So, one out, runner on second here in the top of the third. We'll see if the Mets can play to run. Is that pear urine beer? No, it's Sam Adams Summer Ale. What's up, Body Knowledge, man? Body Knowledge is great. Glad to have my Mets family back. Stroman at the plate here for the Mets. He'll step in from the right side. Paddock comes to the set. Stroman squares the bunt. And now he's going to pull it back, and he swings at a pitch way out of the strike zone. That's one thing I've noticed with Stroman this entire year. And I'm not trying to be mad at the guy because he's pitched fantastic. And he's not accustomed to, hitting a lot. Obviously, he was an American League pitcher. This guy swings at way too many first pitches. Like for a pitcher, you want him taking a couple of pitches, right? He always seems to be ultra aggressive at the plate. So it'll be an 0-1 here to Stroman. Peraza will lead from second. Now Stroman squares to bunt. And the curveball dips out of the zone, 1-1. Good job there by Stroman to lay off. Tonight, Mike, I think we're going to be doing a post-game. Matter of fact, Mike, actually, you have a wrench. You could do it. If you could post this, the link to What Do You Say, I think we're going to be doing a post-game over there tonight, actually. Here's the 1-1. We're going to start getting a lot more Mets content going as he gets the bunt down the first base line. Good job there by Stroman to advance the runner. So 2 outs here in the top of the third. Mets will have a runner on third. Peraza scoots on over to third base. I think it's safe to say Lindor has turned the corner on hitting, on batting. Yeah, no, he's definitely in a groove right now. I think an 8-game hitting streak. And even, you started to see it. He was making good, even when he made outs, he was making really solid contact. And independent, my man, he says, someone tell Lugo, catch a glove, not ground his target. Exactly. Lugo's really good, though. I'm glad he's back, man. I'm glad he's back. Oh, you can't do it on your phone? I'll go in there in between innings. And there's a curveball. Taken for a strike there by McKinney. 0-1. What's going on there, Noah, man? Thanks for popping in, buddy. Thank you to everybody for being here. I appreciate it. No, Peraza's not hurt, Dana. I'm sorry. I just saw that. You had prom yesterday. That's awesome, man. Congratulations. Here's the 0-1. Curveball swung on, and that's going to drop in for a single. The Mets are going to play to run as the bottom of the order produces a run here in the top of the third. Little small ball. Good job there by McKinney. One nothing Mets. Yeah, he did independent. But I'm glad he's back. Good piece hitting there by McKinney. We'll see if McKinney tries to get in the scoring position here. With Lindor at the plate, he'll step in from the left side. Here's the pitch. The fastball misses way upstairs. 1-0. Paddock's been wild this inning. Even to Stroman, he was way out of the zone. Best record when scored. Wow, look at this. And this speaks volumes about the Mets pitching staff. The Mets this year, and they have the best record under this scenario, are 24-6 when they score the first run in the game. Here's the 1-0. Lindor swung on and fouled up down the first baseline, 1-1. I mean, that's because of their pitching staff. They get a lead, they hold it. I agree with you about McKinney. I agree. McKinney's done a really good job. He's been a nice little find by the Mets. Here's the 1-1 to Lindor. And Paddock will check the runner back to first. McKinney dives back into the bag. Mets tried to steal earlier with Dom Smith. So I wouldn't be surprised here with 2 outs, try to get in scoring position. And he will not go. Here's the pitch to Lindor, and the fastball. Questionable call there. He does call it a strike. 1-2. Looked like it was a little high again. But 1-2 here to Lindor. No, not all of them, Neil. The Yankees don't have the name on the back. Boston doesn't have the name on the back. There's plenty that don't. A lot of the old-fashioned teams don't have the names on the back. Here's the 1-2. And the change-up rolled over to first base. He'll step on the bag. That'll do it. We'll go to the bottom of the third. The Mets take a nice 1-0 lead. 1 run with this lineup seems like 6. But a good job by the Mets to get off to a nice 1-0 lead here in San Diego as they look to tie up the series at 2 apiece. I don't know, buddy. I love Nimmo. I'm a big Nimmo fan, but apparently he's nowhere near coming back. I mean, I don't know if there's been any update to that, but last I heard, he's nowhere near coming back, which sucks. He was off to such a good start for the Mets. I'm a big Nimmo guy, but he may not be here long term. We'll see. Oh, there's the Mike, man. Thank you so much for getting the link. There you go. There's the link to What Do You Shay. Should be doing a post game over there probably about 10 minutes after the game, 15 minutes after the game. So go over there, check that channel out, subscribe, ring the bell. What's going on there, NYG31? Joy, it does, man. 1 run feels like 6. Does DeGrom have a greater impact on winning than Brady or Mahomes? Well, I mean, when he pitches, he does, I think. But he only pitches once every 5 days, right? So I would say overall no, because he only plays 20% of the time. But when DeGrom pitches, yeah, I said it earlier in the stream. I think he's the most dominant athlete in all sports right now. But they obviously play every game. 70-62 Clippers at the half. Wow, high-scoring game over there. Tano, when are you doing more content for the movie chat? Love the vids. I was actually, funny you say that, Buck. So I was actually talking to Greg yesterday, and we might start doing it on Monday again. Now that movies are starting to open back up, he said you want to start going to some movies and doing some movie reviews again, and we may be doing that very soon. Actually, Quiet Place 2. He saw it already. I have not. I'm going to see it sometime this week, and we may have some content on that channel soon. It's been a while, I know, but. I think I'm going to do a couple videos over there. We'll be doing some trailer reactions as well, and try to get that. It was kind of because of the pandemic; it screwed everything up because I wanted to do like newer movies, and there were no new movies coming out. So good the Mets forget the hit when he pitches. Yeah, Jason Kidd. Yeah, I know. Jason Kidd backed out of the Blazers job, which is good. That was Damian Lillard's choice. And here we go to the bottom of the third. Stroman on the hill here for the Mets. See if we can keep it going. Wind up and the pitch. Nice pitch there on the black. Starting to locate better here. 0-1. Rivas at the plate here for the Padres. He's 3 for 13 on the year. 1 home run, 1 RBI. Here's the 0-1 from Stroh. And that one's up in the zone. Swung on and fouled off. It'll reach the seats. 0-2. Yeah, we'll see MYG31. I mean, we got to trade for him. He's not a free agent, but we'll see. Here's the 0-2. Looks like McCann's lining up way outside. Here's the pitch. And the fastball swung on and missed. Good late movement to that pitch. It broke in to Rivas, the right-handed batter. Nice pitch there by Stroman. Really, really good late break. One up, one down here in the bottom of the third. Chris says it was pretty. Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. I love the first one. Quiet Place. I loved the first Quiet Place. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. But yeah, I haven't seen the second one yet. I'm looking forward to watching it. Here's the pitch by Stroman to Paddock, and the slider misses outside, 1-0. Sweet Tooth Show. I haven't even heard of that one word. Maybe I'll check that out. Here's the 1-0 and the fastball in the outside corner, 1-1. .29 at halftime, and they're losing. Here's the 1-1. And the slider swung on and fouled off. 1-2. How does playoff baseball work? It's well, now they have 2 wild card teams. So okay, I'll explain it in 1 second after this pitch. Here's the 1-2 from Stroman. And slider swung on and missed. Two out here in the bottom of the third. So basically 5 teams make the playoffs in each league, National League, American League. There's 2 wild card teams. There's 3 divisions. The 3 division winners are immediately into the playoffs. The 2 wild card teams are obviously the 2 best teams that do not win their division, that have the next best records in each league. They play each other in a 1-game playoff. The winner advances to the actual playoffs, and then it's 4 teams from each league. And then it's best 3 out of 5 in the division series, and 4 to 7 in the championship series for each league, and 4 to 7 in the World Series. So 3 out of 5, 4 to 7, 4 to 7, with a 1-game playoff for the 2 wild card winners. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the third, nobody on. Top of the order for the Padres. Stroman comes to the set. Here's the pitch. And that's in the dirt. 1-0. Where are you at, Body Knowledge? I'm watching the game on Bally Sports San Diego. Okay, Orioles fan. Any updates? I have not heard anything on Syndergaard as of late. No. I know he had a setback. Here's the 1-0. And nice pitch there by Stroman. I'll tell you what, man. Stroman may not have his A stuff today, but he's starting to locate very well. He's hitting that outside corner, low and outside a lot. 1-1. Good late break on that pitch as well. Here's the 1-1 from Stroman. And he tried to get him to chase out of the zone. Good eye there. 2-1. Came with another slider there, 2 in a row. I like the background now. What's up there, Jose Reyes, man? Thanks for popping in. Here's the 2-1. And that misses upstairs. 3-1. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Come on, Stroman. You're with me on the Mets. You're a Padres fan, Russ? That's a weird combination. Knicks, Giants, and Padres. Here's the 3-1. And that misses upstairs. So he draws a walk. 1 on, 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. I would bet you there might be 5 of those in the entire world, if that. A Padres, Giants, and Knicks fan. Interesting combination, my man. So runner on first here, 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. What's up there, Bob, man? Big Mets fan. Glad to see you, everybody. What's going on? Hope you're doing well. What's my thoughts on David Wright? Listen, David Wright is, obviously, if you're a Mets fan, he was the captain. He was, in my lifetime, I think there's only been 2 Met captains since I've been watching the team, and that's John Franco and David Wright. And unless there's one now, I don't even know. Is there one now? I don't even know. Hold on 1 second. He'll check the runner back to first. But, David Wright was the epitome of class. Great ball player. Obviously wasn't the same after the injury, after he got spinal stenosis. But I loved Wright, man. I was more of a Reyes guy myself, but I loved Wright. He was great. It's a shame that we didn't win him that World Series in 2015. Was a really in his prime, he was a great baseball player before the injury set him back. Here's the pitch by Stroman, and the changeup misses outside, 1-0. Hernandez, I don't go back to the Hernandez days, but in my lifetime, I think it's only been since I've been watching the team, I should say, it's only been Franco and Wright, I think. Here's the 1-0 from Stroman, and the slider misses inside, 2-0. Hey, Chris, my Indians lost 18-5. Holy crap. David Wright and Howard Johnson. I was actually just about to say that, Steve. Howard Johnson and David Wright were very similar. They were both obviously third basemen. They were both 30-30 guys early on in their career. They were both very similar ball players. Here's the 2-0, and that misses upstairs, 3-0. I think Howard Johnson, again, he was like, that's when I first started getting into baseball, at the tail end of Howard Johnson with the Mets. But he was he had a couple of 30-30 years, Howard Johnson. He was a really good player for the Mets. Hojo. See if Stroman could get out of trouble here. 3-0. 2 outs, runner on first. Here's the pitch. And the runner's going to go, and he's safe. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, he's safe there, but hopefully he's all right as Pham steals second. On a 3-0 pitch, I don't know if that's the smartest idea to send him there. I mean, you're a ball away from being on second anyway. A little risky there by the Padres, but it worked out for him. Lindor smashed him on the head. The helmet came off. Hopefully he's all right. And they're looking him over. No, not a good throw, Tim. Yeah, I actually, funny story, I actually got to meet Hojo when I was a kid. I don't remember it, but when I was like 8 years old, maybe I was like 6 or 7 years old. He was at a family gathering. You know, I think he was friends of, I don't remember. He had some connection to my family. And yeah, I got to meet Hojo when I was like 6 or 7 years old. Hojo was great. Played third base, shortstop, outfield, led the league in home runs at 89, 91, run scoring, produced. Yeah, he was really good. When the Mets and Islanders play at the same time, I expect the Islanders to get more goals than the Mets score runs. Hopefully the Islanders. I didn't even know the Islanders were playing tonight. Hopefully I think that series is tied up at 2 apiece. As they're still looking over Pham there. He got hit in the head by the tag by Lindor. It looks like he's going to be all right. You got to meet Steve Phillips. Steve Phillips, man. I didn't think he was a horrible GM. He made a couple of questionable moves, obviously. I didn't think he was a horrible GM. Obviously, he was responsible for bringing in Mike Piazza. Here's the 3-1 by Stroman, and he'll step off the rubber there. He'll check Pham back to second. He'll look back in for the sign. Here's the pitch. And the slider misses inside. So the Padres are going to have first and second here with 2 outs. Stroman's starting to pitch himself into trouble. See if he can get out of it. You got to meet Mike Baxter. Wasn't Baxter the guy that he kind of ruined his career saving the Yohan Santana no-hitter, right? When he ran into the wall. That's kind of what he's famous for. Saving the Santana no-hitter. Do I remember Gary Carter? No, I mean, I know Gary Carter, but no, I don't go back that far. Here's the pitch, and that's in there for a strike with the slider, 0-1. When I first started getting into the Mets, pretty seriously, I would say it was like right around Todd Hundley and Lance Johnson, right in that area. My first Met game that I remember going to, that was like the early 90s with Bonilla and Eddie Murray. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And the changeup misses outside, 1-1. Really word. I mean, Gary Carter was a great guy. Unfortunately, he passed away, but he was a great guy. Here's the 1-1 slider drilled on the ground in the first, and it's right at Pete. He'll step on the bag, and that'll take us to the top of the fourth. He's able to get out of the jam. Good job there by Stroman. What's up there, Dust Thunderman? Thanks for popping in, buddy. Let's go to the top of the fourth. So far, it's been pretty smooth sailing here for the Mets. Good pitching. We got some nice timely hitting. Got to get a couple runs, though. I know it feels like 6 every time we score one, but got to get a couple runs here, guys. Jose, not so much. The only time I'll see Bobby Woodruff is when I do a call-in show. You'll see him pop in for those, but not so much. You don't see Bobby as much over here anymore. I'm just curious, everybody in the chat. You got to meet Benny Agbayani at an airport. That's awesome. I love Benny Agbayani. I'm just curious, everybody in the chat. Who is your favorite Met of all time? Who's your favorite Met of all time? I have a few. Mine's I always say Alfonso was my first love. I know he's not like the sexiest player. Like he didn't hit a ton of. He was just so good. And he was so clutch. And he was my type of player. Always used to foul off tons of pitches. He would work the count. He's a guy that you could trust in a big spot. So he was the first player that I absolutely loved. I was a big fan of Edgardo Alfonso. Loved Jose Reyes as well. Obviously, DeGrom. Jose Reyes, yeah. Piazza, of course, a fan favorite. Doc Gooden, of course. You can't go wrong there. David Wright. Reyes. Yeah, I was a big Reyes guy, too. I remember when you'd go to the Mets games at Shea Stadium and you'd have the Professor Reyes and he would teach all the kids Spanish. Seaver, Kingman, and Fonzie. That's a good list, man. Yeah, I love Fonzie. Keith Hernandez. Yeah, you can't go wrong there. Mookie. Like it. Benny works at the airport? Benny works at the airport. Really? Everybody like Kevin Pillar is now he has like a cult following because of the obviously getting hit in the face. Him and he kind of reminds me of Flores, right? Because Flores got that cult following. Not as like a person, but in that sense that the fans gravitated towards them because of instances, when they were with the New York Mets. But he's definitely become a fan favorite because of that. Yeah, Beltran was great. Here's the pitch to Pete and the fastball in the outside corner, 0-1. Yeah, I remember Angel Pagan. He ended up with the Giants. He actually was a pretty good player for the San Francisco Giants. He was a pretty good player for the Mets. He was an outfielder. He was one of those guys. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and the fastball misses upstairs. Angel Pagan was like one of those players that wasn't like great at anything, but he was pretty good at everything. Like he had a little pop. He had a little bit of speed. He hit for a decent average. Yeah, I remember Angel Pagan. It'll be a 1-1 here to Pete. And here's the pitch from Paddock. The curveball swung on, hit in the air. I thought he got more of it. Whenever he hits the ball in the air, I think it's gone. But that's just a routine fly ball. 1 up, 1 down here in the top of the fourth. Yeah, Jacob deGrom's very close for me as well, Mike. Ray Ordonez was great with the glove, not so much with the bat. I say it to this day, man. I don't think it'll ever be topped. That 1999 Mets infield is the best infield in the history of baseball. Defensively. The best. It was that good. Ordonez at short, Fonzie at second. And there's the fastball in the inside corner taken for a strike. Ventura at third was ridiculous. And John Olerud was amazing over at first base. That infield in 99, that was fun to watch. That was a fun team to watch in the field. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Dom. And the fastball misses downstairs, 1-1. Daniel Murphy. Love Daniel Murphy. Chris, is the green screen behind or light up? Yeah, no, that's a green screen. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Smith. Paddock with the windup and the pitch. Curveball on the outside corner, 1-2. Yeah, Murphy always battled. Murphy was kind of like Alfonso. He always battled up there with the Mets. Never struck out. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fastball, did he go? They're going to say that Dom checked the swing, 2-2. Murphy's probably in my top 5 or 6 as well. I love, even before the playoff run, I always liked Murphy. I was a big fan of Murphy. Here's the 2-2. And fastball swung on, fouled off. 2-2. We'll do it again. You're out of players? Yeah, I'm trying to think of some. I mean, there's so many Mets, right? That we love, right? There's so many. I mean, Flores is a fan favorite. Agbayani was a fan favorite. Here's the 2-2. And a good job there by Dom to waste that pitch. We'll do it again. Carlos Delgado. Johan Santana. Al Leiter. I liked Rick Reed. I was a Reed guy, actually. I don't know if you guys remember Reed. I liked Reed. And the fastball misses inside to Smith. Reed was kind of, I think they always used to say this too. He was like a poor man's Greg Maddux, but I always liked Rick Reed. He seemed like he always came up big in big games. Pitched well against the Yankees, actually. Beat El Duque in the World Series. And here's the payoff pitch. And a fastball swung on, fouled off. That'll reach the net. We'll do it again. What Major League Baseball player do you think smells like I would say I'd have to go with Bartolo Colon on that. I think Colon probably smells like salami. Here's the 3-2 payoff pitch. 1 out, nobody on. And the fastball drilled in the air to center field, giving chase. And you can forget about it. Dom Smith takes it over 400 feet, straight away center field, and the Mets take a 2-0 lead. That ball just carried. That was a frozen rope that stayed frozen. That ball just carried. Let's go Mets, baby. 104 miles an hour on the exit velocity. 2-0 Mets. And somebody asked me the Hawks. Dust says, yeah, I think the Hawks are for real, Dust. I said that before that series started. I thought it would go 6 or 7. I still think that. Let's go Mets, baby. A Dom bomb. I like that. I like that. Profar ran out of real estate there. And McCann will step in from the right side. Here's the pitch by Paddock. Fastball down the middle, taken for a strike, 0-1. I'll go Sixers in 7. I think the Hawks will take it 7. And here's the 0-1 pitch. Fastball in the outside corner. 0-2. Yeah, I got to see the tail end of Strawberry with the Mets, but I didn't get to appreciate him when he was, at his best with the Mets. Like, I remember watching him a little bit, like his last year with the Mets before he went to the Dodgers. Here's the 0-2. Fastball misses outside. 1-2. When Paddock has missed today, it's been way up and out of the strike zone. Yes, I'm going to try to do some more Met games. I know you guys, some of the guys enjoy it, so obviously it's not as popular as the football and the basketball streams, but I enjoy doing it. I have a lot of fun getting to talk to my direct subscribers, and obviously I'm a huge Mets fan, so I'm going to try to do at least, I don't know, we'll see. We'll see how much you guys enjoy it, but I'll try to do at least like a minimum of 2 a week, but I'll try to do at least 3, and every DeGrom start going forward if I can. So it'll be a 1-2 pitch here to McCann. Paddock looks in for the sign, the windup, the pitch. And that's drilled on the air to show. Oh, nice play there. Fielded cleanly. Throw. Oh, what a play. He gets McCann at first. Wow. That was a frozen rope. And Tatis made an unbelievable snag over there at shortstop. Dove to the ground, got up, and threw a bullet. Wow, that was pretty, man. What's up there, Jameson? Yeah, R.A. Dickey was great. Do you think you could stream the end of the finals if your schedule on? Yeah, I mean maybe. I might do. Yeah, I might do some NBA Finals games. We'll see. I usually like to do my teams, that I root for, but I might do an NBA Finals game. We'll see. We'll see we'll see who's in the series. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Drury, and the slider swung on and missed. 0-2. I appreciate you being here, Shark Man. Did I know what, Buxo? Moises Alou, A.K. Lou. I did not know that. Really? I know. I did not know that, Buxo. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And that's in the dirt, 1-2. I did learn today that, and I did not know this. Somebody told me on Twitter, one of the Donovan Mitchell, obviously the shooting guard for the Utah Jazz, his father works for the Mets. So like I'm like, I guess I'm like kind of like hoping that he wants to be reunited with his dad and come play for the Knicks. Here's the 1-2. And there's the curveball swung on and fouled off down the third baseline. We'll do it again. Yeah, Tatis is great. The Braves play the Dodgers tonight at 7:10. Well, Jameson, I love you, man. I love you. Great supporter of mine. You're always in my streams. I'm sorry, man. I'm a big Dodgers fan tonight, buddy. Here's the 1-2 pitch. I just had a fly go by. If you guys are my Knicks streams, you know what I'm about to say. Here's the 1-2 pitch and the curveball in there for a cold strike 3. We'll go to the bottom of the fourth. Anytime I hear a little buzz now, I think it's a bumblebee. But it was just a little fly, just came by. And I actually found the bumblebee, by the way. I found a dead bumblebee. He is dead. I found him. He was just on the floor the other day, and I was like, oh, he's dead. So I did find the dead bumblebee. But we're going to go to the bottom of the fourth. 2-0 Mets lead. Red Sox Yankees tonight, Hayden. Really? How did Neo not eat him? She didn't. Neo didn't eat him. Chris, what's your favorite team? Mets, Knicks, Giants? I get asked that question all the time. And I honestly, God's honest truth, I think I like all of them equally. I really do. I fell in love with the Knicks first as a kid. They were my first love. But I honestly think all three. Like, it's like dead even for me. I love all three of them. I will say this. I think if you thought I was crazy for the Knicks in the playoffs, if the Mets make the playoffs this year, and I'm streaming Mets games, because playoff baseball for me is so exciting because basketball, yeah, it's obviously fast paced. There's a lot of action. Playoff baseball, when everything's on the line, every pitch means so much. And I can't even imagine when I'd be like streaming a playoff baseball game for the Mets. Like, I will be very, very emotional. Let's put it that way. But I honestly think I'm like even with all three teams. That's the God's honest truth. What's going on, Don, man? Hey, man, I'm going to be doing a lot more Mets games. I took some time off with the Mets because the Knicks, right? I was doing the playoffs and everything else. And I was losing my voice. So I said, all right, we'll take the first 2 months off, and then we'll do a bunch of Mets stuff. So I'm going to do at least 2 of these, probably 3 of these a week, if we get a good enough crowd and people enjoy it. And here's the first pitch. Slider lined on the ground to third, fielded cleanly. We'll flip over to first. 1 up, 1 down here in the bottom of the fourth. But yeah, man, no, I love doing these Mets games with you guys. Yeah, playoff baseball is tense, man. Playoff Giants, I don't even know, man. I don't even know how I would act during a playoff Giants game. Like, I don't even know. I don't even know. So here we go. 1 out, nobody on here in the bottom of the fourth. Stroman looks in for the sign. Here's the pitch. And that's hit on the ground, and that's going to get through. A seeing eye single there for Myers. So 1 on 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth. Good job going with that pitch. I did not know that. That is a really good trivia question. Darryl Strawberry was the first topic on WFN in 1987. Huh. Well, it makes sense, right? The Mets were huge in the late 80s. People may not believe this. The Mets were actually more popular than the Yankees at that point in time. And here's Stroman from the stretch, and there's a curveball in the dirt. Good job there by McCann to block it. 1-0. Oh, really? They're making another Umbrella Academy? When is that coming out? I love that show. I watched the new season of Lucifer on Netflix. It was all right. It was pretty good. Here's the 1-0 by Stroman. And that's hit in the air by Myers. That'll reach the seats. We'll do it again, 1-1. 92 on the gun. Tremont Production says, Chris, here's a trivia question for you. Who was the last Met to get a hit in the playoffs? I mean, I got to think about that. I'm just going to take a guess because I don't remember. Here's the 1-1. And a slider misses outside, 2-1. I'm trying to think of the Mets lineup that year. Obviously, Duda at first base. You had Murphy at second. You had Flores at short after the injury to Tejada. Here's the 2-1. And the slider misses outside, 3-1. Trying to think. I'll go Murphy, but it's probably not the answer. I'll go Murphy. Obviously, you had Cespedes in the outfield. You had Conforto. I'll go Murphy. Here's the 3-1 pitch. And swung on and missed with the fastball, 3-2. Oh, no. Oh, it was 2000. You're right. I'm thinking the World Series that you had the wild card game against the Giants. Bumgardner versus Syndergaard. Yeah, good call on that. Good call on that. Cabrera was great that year. Asdrubal Cabrera was great that year. Here's the payoff pitch. And the fastball misses upstairs. So 1 out, 2 on here after the walk. TJ Rivera. I remember TJ Rivera. Rivera was actually pretty good that year with the bat. He played a little first base, a little second base. I remember TJ Rivera. I actually liked him. Didn't turn out to be much, but I liked him. Look at your comment about the Giants. What'd you say? I love the Giants, but I would be scared. I would be scared for them to make the playoffs because Tana would have a heart attack on stream and Bad Dog. I don't even know. He would. Yeah, I probably would have a heart attack. Yeah, and Bad Dog would probably get the cops called on him. And here's Stroman. Stroman looking in for the sign. First and second, 1 out. Hosmer leads from second. Comes to the belt. Here's the pitch. And that's drilled in the air to right field. That's going to drop in, and Stroman's pitching into trouble here. It will not play to run. They're going to hold the runner up at third, but now the Padres got the bases loaded with one out here in the bottom of the fourth as Kim goes the other way. Stroman doesn't have it today, man. He's been able to get in and out of jams, but he hangs this slider here. Good job of Kim there going with it. TJ Rivera's in the independent league. Oh, really? Okay. I did not know that. But I remember TJ Rivera. If I'm not mistaken, I think TJ Rivera started with the Brooklyn Cyclones, actually, which that doesn't happen a lot. Where, you know, when usually the guys that make it don't start with the Brooklyn Cyclones. I think he did. Yoenis Cespedes. What's going on, man? As the Mets have a mound visit here, they're going to try to get out of this. Hopefully they get into a double play, get out of the inning, force play at the plate. DeGrom pitched amazingly. I know he did. Ralph, he's been fantastic. No, true. I haven't been on YouTube that long, man. I started on YouTube in 2018. I would have. I'll tell you the truth, man. I wish I went to that World Series. I went to the National League Championship Series that year. I didn't go to the World Series. Here's the pitch, and a slider drilled on the ground. The third will touch the bag, throw over to first, and they're out of the inning. Oh, baby. Stroman pumps the fist. Wow. That is something you do not see every day. Bases loaded, a hard hit ground ball to third, a diving stop, touches the bag, and throws over to first. The Mets get out of the jam. Let's go. We'll go to the top of the fifth. Let's go, Mets, Tremont says. Let's go. What's up there, Charlie? What's going on there, Tuncer? They smelled the glove. That's right, Body Knowledge. Darth Licker says, let's go. I know nothing about baseball. Just here to wish you a good day. Well, I appreciate you being here, Gerald, man. Thanks so much for being here. Max says, that was good. Yeah, it was. Let's go, Mets, Gregory says. Good job. As Matt Vasheesian would say, Santa Maria, I love the show, TJ Hooker, Chris. Okay. I still remember when Wayne Gallman fumbled game 17 against the Cowboys. Yeah, I remember that. I was not happy either. 10 New York Giants. Well, it's 17 games, Victor, this year, but I got him at 10-7. Do I think the Padres are good? Yes. I think the Padres are very good, actually. They got a very good young team. I think they'll make the playoffs as a wild card. I don't think you won the division. Yeah, Bill Pulsifer. Yep, Generation K. You had Bill Pulsifer. You had Jason Isringhausen. And you had, who was the other? Was it Bobby Jones? I don't even remember. But yeah, he was part of Generation K. Hawks destroyed the Sixers. Makes me feel good as a Knicks fan. Yeah, well, they didn't destroy him, though. The Sixers almost came back and won. But yeah, they had a big lead on him. Bobby Jones was the third. I was actually at Bobby Jones's best start he's ever had in the National League Division Series against the Giants. He pitched a complete game one hitter in 2000, the year that we went to the World Series against the Yankees. I was 15, but I was there with my dad. I remember going to that game. Complete game one hitter, and the only hit was Jeff Kent. He had a line drive down to third base, and it was well hit, but it went off of Ventura's mitt. Otherwise, you would have had a complete game no-hitter. Really nice play by Drury there over at third, though, to get out of the inning. As Paddock set to take the mound. Yeah, Paul Wilson. He was part of that as well. Paul, I remember the name. Didn't he end up with the Reds, if I'm not mistaken? And here's the first pitch. Curveball hit back up the middle, backhanded. What a play. Did he get him? No, he didn't. He beat it out, but what a play. This guy Tatis is something else, man. Holy crap. The Mets do beat it out, though. They get an infield single. Tatis almost got him. Yeah, he ended up with the Reds. I thought so. And here's the first pitch to Peraza. Curveball misses inside. Again, upstairs. Good job to lay off 1-0. Yep, I remember Fernando Tatis's best days were with the Cardinals. He actually had 2 grand slams in the same inning with the Cardinals. He batted behind McGuire. Here's the 1-0, and that's it on the ground to third. Fielded cleanly, throws to first for 1, over to second. Double play. So quick work there by the Padres. 2 up, 2 down after Peraza grounds out into a double play. Little 6-4-3 action. What's up there, Lake Nona? Actually, Mets, they said they're going to do that this year. The Mets are going to have the black unis this year. I don't know when it's going to be, but Steve Cohen said they were going to bring those uniforms back, which I'm excited about. I love the black uniforms. I was actually pissed when they got rid of them. I used to have the Met black hat and everything. I love the black uniforms. But 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 5th. And Stroman at the plate. Fastball in there for a strike. 0-1. Oh, 5-3-4. My bad. Yeah. 5-3-4. 5-4-3. Yeah, I was going to say. Wait, no. 5-3-4. No, 5-4-3. 5-4-3. 3 is first base. 5 is third base. And 4 is second base. Yeah, 5-4-3. Here's the 0-2. And Stroman takes a fastball on the outside corner. So quick work there in the top of the 5th. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. Ray, man, I can't wait to go. I'm going to go to another Mets game this week, I think. I love going to Mets games. I can't wait to go back. Yeah, I remember when Mo Vaughn was a Met. We traded Kevin Appier to get him. I remember that. We signed Kevin Appier. He was whatever. And then we ended up trading him for Appier replaced Hampton after we lost Hampton after 1 year because he wanted to go to Colorado for better schooling for his kids, which makes no sense because New York has some of the best schooling in the country. But he wanted to go to Colorado for better schooling, he said. And then we replaced him with Kevin Appier, and then we ended up trading Appier for Mo Vaughn, and that did not work out. 143, I love you, Chris. Jose Reyes says, what do you think of Randolph as a manager? The one thing I'll say about Randolph, it didn't seem like, and he inherited a great team. Like that 2016 was really good. It didn't seem like the team fought for him. Like it seemed like the team quit on him. I didn't like the way the Mets handled it though. They fired him on a road trip on the West Coast. And it didn't seem like they gave him much of a chance with the Mets after he had a really good year in 2006. But I don't know. It was kind of hard to judge Randolph because he inherited such a good team. Oh, that's right. We did draft David Wright with the comp pick for Hampton. That's right, Jose. So here we go to the bottom of the 5th. Mets lead 2-0 here in San Diego. Mets with 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors. Padres with no runs, 3 hits, no errors. Padres will be coming up here in the bottom of the 5th. It just got a lot brighter down here. Like the lights like suddenly got a lot brighter. That was weird. So they're showing Rojas here, his second season as the Mets manager. Not the biggest fan of his. Brother of Moises Alou, former Met. Remember Alou back with the Expos and obviously played with the Astros as well. He was a great player. No, I cannot believe that Molina's still catching with the Cardinals. Molina's one of the greatest catchers ever, though. You're going to sweep the Yanks tonight? Good luck, my man. Good luck. I won't be upset. Good luck, my man. Tane, I'm from Jersey, but I recently moved to Virginia, and as soon as I walk in, hold on one second. Here's the pitch by Stroman, and that misses downstairs, 1-0. As soon as I walk in, I see Plaxico's high school jersey. Oh, he went to your high school. That's pretty cool, man. And here's the 1-0. And he falls behind 2-0 to the pitcher, Paddock, as he misses with the slider outside, 2-0. Come on, Stroman. Clippers by 21. Jeez. And the fastball swung on and missed on the inside corner, 2-1. Nice pitch there. What is going on, Tudo, my man? What's going on, buddy? And there's the fastball swung on a miss, Stroman. Nice pitch there, 2-2. Yeah, Greg. I mean, listen, the Hawks, to me, they impressed me against the Knicks. They're a good team. Here's the 2-2. And swung on and missed. Good job there by Stroman to work back. I think he fell down 2-0 and he threw 3 straight strikes. So 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. See if it's only 63 pitches, so hopefully Stroman could maybe get us at least into the 7th. I don't know if we'll give us 7. We'll see, but he's kind of struggled a bit today, even though he's been able to put up a 0 spot. He's gotten in and out of jams. But it'll be the top of the order here for the Padres. And it'll be Tommy Pham. Pham batting .220 on the year. He's 0 for 1 with a walk and a stolen base. Here's the pitch. And the slider misses outside, 1-0. What's up there, Nicola? I agree. I would have never said that, but I agree. We would have had a better chance against the Heat. Here's the 1-0. And that's in the dirt. 1-1. 2-0, rather. Who wins 1-on-1, Shaq or Curry? I mean, how in the world would Curry ever guard Shaq? Shaq would just flick Curry to the side like a little bitch. I'd have to go with Shaq. I mean, he wouldn't be able to guard Curry either, but that'd be entertaining to watch. Here's the 2-0 pitch by Stroman. And the fastball on the inside corner, 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch by Stroman. And that misses upstairs, 3-1. Oh, God. Don't remind me about that pitch. The curveball to Beltran. Here's the 3-1. And that misses ball 4. So they got a 1-out base runner here. Runner on first, 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. You have, I still say to this day in that game, and I said it while I was watching the game, Floyd was hurt, right? And I really thought they should have pinch hit for Cliff Floyd. And or I can't remember if they brought up Floyd. I think they brought up Floyd as a pinch hitter in that inning. Whatever it was, I didn't think Floyd should be up there. I thought that they should have bunted the runner over to third. They had nobody out. I think a runner on second. And Randolph elected not to do that. Profar coming up here from the left side. 1 out, 1 on here in the bottom of the 5th. Stroman comes to the belt. Here's the pitch. And the slider on the inside corner, 0-1. We didn't play well, that's for sure, Buxall. You're probably lying, body knowledge, but that is definitely creative. Mets with the infield shift here. Lindor on the right side of the bag. And Stroman looks in for the sign. And he'll check the runner back to first. Yeah, Jose. Curry, Shaq would just bitch slap Curry the whole time. So 1 out, 1 on here in the bottom of the fifth. It'll be an 0-1 from Stroman. And again, he'll check the runner back to first, keeps him honest. Do I like the universal DH? I think it's inevitable. I thought it was going to happen this year. I'm a National League fan, so I usually say no, but I've kind of accepted at this point. So I know it's going to happen, and I see the reason behind it, but I personally like National League Baseball better. And there's a fastball drilled in the air to center field, and he's there. He'll bring it in. 2 outs here in the bottom of the fifth. Profar gave it a ride, but was right at him. Aaron Heilman will go down as the most hated Met ever. I don't know. I mean, he definitely wasn't loved, but maybe I didn't hate Heilman as much as some other Met fans. I didn't love him, but there was a lot of other Mets that I hated more than Aaron Heilman. Heilman was a horrible starter. He had a decent year out of the pen with the Mets 1 year. And Cronenworth will step in here for the Padres from the left side. This will be the 71st pitch. And curveball in the dirt. And it looks like Pham's going to steal. I think it's Pham. He steals another base today. So now they got a runner in second here with 2 outs. Runner in scoring position. I couldn't stand Alomar. That's a good one. Alomar's up there. Jason Bay. I mean, not that he was a bad guy, but Jason freaking Bay. Do I need to say more? He's up there. Oliver Perez, I wasn't a fan. Luis Castillo, I wasn't a fan. Plenty of guys out of the bullpen. Here's the 1-0. And Stroman will step off the mound. Braden Looper. Oh, man, I remember Braden Looper. He was on the Marlins. He was a closer for the Marlins. And, yeah, he wasn't very good for the Mets either. Here's the 1-0. And check swing, slow roll to third. He'll field it cleanly. He'll flip the first, and that'll do it. We'll go to the top of the 6th. So Stroman goes 5 scoreless. Good job by Stroman today. And the Mets come up here in the top of the 6th. All right, guys. We're almost there. 12 more outs. Jeff Francoeur, Frenchie? Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of him. That guy swung at everything. Jeff Francoeur. Former Brave. He swung at everything. Yeah, I wasn't a big Kaz Matsui fan either. That was such a stupid signing. And I know that the guy had like, and it's nothing against Kaz Matsui. Like, I know that the guy had like, you know, he was very talked about and people thought he was going to be a really good player, whatever it may be. But they had Jose Reyes. And they forced Reyes, if you remember, they made Reyes move to second base. This was like their prized possession. This was like their biggest prospect. They made Reyes switch to second base for Kaz Matsui originally. It just that was a bad signing. I like Yohan Santana. I think most Met fans love Yohan Santana. He actually pitched great for the Mets. He got hurt, but I like Yohan Santana. Yeah, well, Roger Cedeno the first time around in 99 was great. He had like 67 stolen bases, but then when we traded for him, I signed him rather. Yeah, I think in 2002, he came back fat and he was horrible. I didn't hate Pedro Martinez. I actually liked Pedro Martinez with the Mets. I didn't hate Pedro Martinez. Lowry was bad. He didn't play. Lowry. So they're showing the out-of-town scoreboard here. The Phillies won 12-6 over the Nationals. Cubs up 4-3 on the Giants. Cincinnati up 8-7 on the Cardinals. And Milwaukee beat Arizona 2-0. And there's a fastball in there for a strike. Nice pitch there by Paddock. 0-1. McKinney at the play here for the Mets. Chris, list our division in order from most hated to least hated teams. Mine's Braves, Phillies, Nats, Marlins. Waka. Oh, yeah. Waka, man. He sucked. I'll tell you that in a second. Here's the 0-1. And a fastball fouled off. I feel like it changes for me, man. Like, if you would ask me that in the 90s, I would have said the Braves for sure. Like, I hated the Braves the most by a mile. And then if you would ask me that question in the mid-2000s, I would have said the Phillies. So that changes for me, man. I'll go with the Braves, though. I think historically it's the Braves for me. I think the Braves are my most hated. And then I'd probably say the Phillies, then the Nationals, and then the Marlins. Here's the 0-2. And a changeup in the dirt. Good job there by McKinney to lay off. Yeah, 2010, the Nationals, yeah. Here's the 1-2 to McKinney, and the changeup misses downstairs, 2-2. But, like, obviously I can't stand Chase Utley. Couldn't stand, like, that Phillies team. Ryan Howard, Chase Utley, Pat Burrell. Pat Burrell used to kill the Mets. Jimmy Rollins. But those Braves teams, and that was such a great rivalry in the late 90s, early 2000s, the Mets and Braves. Here's the 2-2 to McKinney, and the fastball swung on and fouled off. I couldn't stand that team. Chipper Jones, Andres Galarraga, Rafael Furcal, obviously the pitching staff, Maddox, Glavine, Smoltz. But I'm trying to remember they had Javi Lopez, the catcher. Chipper, obviously I said Andrew Jones, I couldn't stand. I would go with the Braves. It'll be a 2-2 here in McKinney. And a fastball hitting the air down the left field line. That'll reach the seats. John Rocker. Oh, the worst. Brian Jordan, yeah. Two-sport athlete. He played safety for the Falcons as well. Brian Jordan was actually really good for them as well. Here's the 2-2. And a curveball line in the air to center. That's going to drop down for a second. I like this kid. We got to keep this McKinney guy. I like McKinney. Good job there by McKinney to lead off here in the top of the sixth with a single. What's up there, Michael, man? Thanks for popping in. Yeah, Ralph. Really good job hanging with the curveball. And here's Lindor stepping in from the left side. So runner on first here, nobody out here in the top of the sixth. Lindor's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out, batting .220 on the year, 5 homers, 13 RBIs. It'll be the 75th pitch of the game here for Paddock, and swung on and fouled off. Lindor first pitch swinging. Who scored for you guys? Well, Dom Smith hit a solo homer, and I'm trying to remember who scored the first run. I'm sure somebody in the chat will say it. We got I know it was a single. I think McKinney drove him in. I can't remember who scored the run. They'll check the runner back to first. Can't remember who scored the run, but I'm almost positive McKinney drove him in. Oh, I think it was Peraza. Peraza hit a ground rule double that actually was fielded poorly by the center fielder. Here's the 0-1. And the fastball misses downstairs, 1-1. I'm with you on that, Bilal. I'm with you on that. But by the same token, I actually like the new wild card rule because it puts more of an emphasis to win the division because it's a one-game playoff. So I actually thought that was a good addition. Here's the 1-1. And the changeup misses downstairs, but I agree with you. It made it a better pennant race. Good job there by Lindor to lay off there, 2-1. Come on, Lindor. Glad to see Taco in the chat. He might have been Buck. So I mean, the guy batted like 376. No more Garcia Parra before he got hurt. He might have went down as the greatest shortstop ever had he been able to stay healthy. Here's the 2-1. And a changeup in the dirt. Got to chase out of the zone. 2-2. My personal favorite baseball player ever that is not a Met is Vladimir Guerrero. I love Vladimir Guerrero. Just an old school, no batting gloves. He swung at everything. Guy had a great arm in the field, great pop. Couldn't strike him out. I was a big fan of Vladimir Guerrero. He's probably my favorite non-Met of all time. I was so pissed off when we didn't sign him. He ended up with the Angels. He won the MVP the next year. Here's the 2-2. And Paddock from the belt. Looks in for the sign. Here's the pitch. And swung on and fouled off. We'll do it again. I remember that. I was 8 years old, but I remember that. The Giants that year, they got off to like I don't remember the number, but they were on pace to break like all-time records, like at the All-Star break in terms of the win total. And they had like a 20-game lead. They had a ridiculous lead on the Braves, and the Braves came back. I remember that. It'll be a 2-2 pitch here to Lindor from the left side. Runner on first, nobody out here in the top of the sixth. And fastball swung on and fouled off. We'll do it again. Oh, J-Dog. Soon he's going to come in here. He's going to say Lindor can't bat 270 because the average is just going to keep going up. Lindor's starting to heat up here for the Mets, who, if you haven't noticed, are 5 games over 500. 28-23, first place in the National League East. Here's the 2-2 to Lindor. Paddock looks in for the sign, and good job there by Lindor to waste the changeup. We'll do it again. My favorite non-Met player now, to be honest with you, Mike, I don't watch it enough outside of the Mets. When I was a kid, I used to watch baseball religiously. I don't have enough time to watch it enough to really. I mean, obviously, I like watching certain players. Like, obviously, anytime Mike Trout's on, I try to watch him. There's certain players that I enjoy watching, but I don't have enough time to really, like I used to when I was younger, to really, know enough about, around the league. But obviously, Mike Trout, anytime he's on, I try to watch him. Here's the 2-2 to Lindor, and the fastball misses inside. The Mets are going to try to steal, and it gets through. Wow. McKinney steals second. They get fortunate there. Was not the best of throws by Rivas. And the Mets are going to have a runner on second here. Nobody out. McKinney that was a hit and run. Because if you notice, McKinney, it looked like it was a hit and run because McKinney was looking back. He was looking. You never look back when it's a straight steal. I think that was supposed to be a hit and run. But the Mets will have a runner on second here, nobody out. It'll be a payoff pitch here to Lindor. And he'll roll it over to. That's a productive out. Yeah, obviously he goes to the box score as an 0 for 1 there, but a productive out there by Lindor. He rolls it over to second base. He gets McKinney over to third with 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Little small ball. I'm a big fan of small ball. Now get the run in. Good job, Lindor. And it looks like we're going to have a mound visit here. We might have a pitching change with Alonso coming up. Did I like Roy Halladay and Jose Fernandez? I mean, yeah. Well, not so much Halladay once he went to the Phillies, but yeah, I mean Fernandez was really fun to watch. Obviously, didn't last long, but he was really fun to watch. Chris, not gonna lie, I'm so sad the Knicks season is over, but so pumped for the offseason. Do you think we get I do. I don't know who I don't know if it'll be Beal, but I do think we're gonna get a good player. Yes, I really do believe that. I think we're gonna get a very good player. I did not know that, Buxo. And here's Alonso. Alonso coming in here 0 for 2 with a line out and a fly out. He's batting 243, 7 homers, 24 RBIs on the year. Trying to get things going here. Paddock looks in for the sign. Here's the pitch. And the fastball swung on and foul off. I would like to see Pete, start to get it going here. Give me a really hot month. Just get the run in here, though. Sack fly. That's all we need. Give me a sack fly. And my man, Tudo. Let me read that 1 second. Just going to call this pitch. Hope everything's going well, Tudo, man. I got to drink a Peroni next time, man. Next time I do a Met stream, I'll have a Peroni. I got him in my fridge. Here's the 0-1 to Alonso. And here's the pitch by Paddock, taken for a ball downstairs, 1-1. He says, I took my broken vacuum cleaner back to the repair shop to fix it. They put an Eagles jersey on it, and now it sucks again. It's pretty good. That's pretty good. I might have to tell that to the Eagles fans when we do the when I go to the Giants-Eagles game this year. That's pretty good there, too, though. It'll be a 1-1. Here's the pitch to Alonso. And that's drilled in the air. That's going to drop down for a line drive single. That'll play to run. The Mets take a 3-0 lead. Alonso with a clutch ribby single. Let's go. Let's go. This Mets team's got this Mets team is rolling. This Mets team is rolling. Mets by a field goal. That's right. Polar Bear Pete, my man. And Dom will step in from the left side. He had a home run last time up. Curveball in the dirt. 1-0. I got to get an Alonso jersey. Chris, it sucks to be a Yankee fan right now. Call me crazy, Taco. I don't feel bad. Taco, I love you. I don't feel bad for Yankee fans. I mean, you guys win every year. Or at least you guys are much better every year. Here's the 1-0 to Smith. Paddock looks in for the sign. Here's the pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed. 1-1. But like I've said throughout the stream, the Yankees are going to turn it around. They'll make the playoffs. And it'll be a 1-1 here to Dom. Paddock to the belt. Here's the pitch. And that swung on and fouled off his ankle. We'll do it again. He should wear that ankle guard. I'm surprised he doesn't. Most of the players do nowadays, but thankfully it didn't look like he hurt himself at all. So 1-2. And Tudo, man, thank you very much, man. And yeah, I think the Yankees were 3 games over 500 last I looked. What's the difference between the Philadelphia Eagles fans and mosquitoes? Mosquitoes are only annoying in the summer. That's true. Eagles fans are annoying all 4 months, all 4 seasons rather. Throughout the year, there's no denying that, Tudo. Here's the 1-2. Here's the 1-2 to Dom and swung on and fouled off down the third baseline. Did you? Yeah, Nick, I watch every Mets game. I've been calling all of them because of the I don't watch the Mets when I call the Knicks games, but when the Knicks don't play, I watch every Mets game. But yeah, I watch, man. DeGrom was a beast. We got a day off tomorrow, and then I'll probably call the next game on Tuesday. It'll be a 1-2 here to Dom. 1 out, runner on first. Paddock looks in for the sign. Here's the pay. He went around that time. That time, Dom went around. He was able to check his swing the last 2 at-bats, not that time. So chases a fastball well out of the zone. 2 out here in the top of the 6th. Eagles fans are already talking about how they could call the Titans. I'm sure they are. Eagles fans are already talking about getting Pat Mahomes, and they're going to add Pat Mahomes, and they're also going to add Aaron Rodgers to be the backup. James McCann stepping in here from the right side. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Runner on first. And here's the first pitch by Paddock. And a fastball drilled in the air down the right field line. Foul. 0-1. And Tudo, he says, where do you go in Philadelphia in case of a tornado? Lincoln Financial Field. They never get a touchdown. That's pretty good, Tudo. I always love Tudo's dad jokes when he attacks the Philadelphia Eagles. That reminds me of I'll save it for football season. I got a Eagles joke. Here's the 0-1, and a fastball swung on and fouled up. That'll reach the seats. They're not going to be getting a lot of touchdowns this year, Tudo, with their quarterback. Eagles fans, I think they're a bit delusional this offseason. Chris, you think it's possible for Ingram to have a breakout season? No. I think he could have an unexpected season, though. I'll say that. Here's the 0-2 to McCann. And a curveball swung on and missed. That'll take us to the bottom of the 6th. We'll see if Stroman can keep it going. I do think – here's what I'll say about Ingram. And I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say I'm predicting it because every time I try to speak positive about Ingram, and I've done that the last 2 years, he makes me look like a fool. But I don't think he could break out because I just think there's too many weapons. I don't think he's the number 1 option. I don't think he's the number 2 option. I don't think he's the number 3 option. But I think with less attention, he may flourish because of it. So I could see him with less pressure, see him having a better year than people anticipate. But I don't think he's going to have a breakout year. I don't think the targets will be there. If Ingram could catch the ball, that's a break. Yeah, exactly, Donovan. Exactly. Yeah, I hope Nemo's. Nemo's my favorite player on the team, so I hope he's all right, man. Everybody maybe type yay because Tana is doing the yeah Tuesday. We're off tomorrow, so I'll do the game on Tuesday. I love doing the Mets streams. I really do. What's up there, Landon, man? Thanks for popping in, buddy. Mets are winning 3-0, man. That's what's happening. What's up there, James, man? Thanks for popping in. Chris, can you see DJ winning a Super Bowl one day? I'll let you know at the end of the year. I got to see how he does with a better team around him. Yeah, I don't know yet. If you would ask me that same question with Eli at this point in his career, I probably would have said probably not. But that's why, let's see how he does this year with the better weapons around him. It is what it is. I don't mind the thumbs downs when people come into streams. I don't care. Thumbs downs are the same as thumbs ups. But here we go. Jose, I don't know what happened to my voice, Jose Reyes. It must be because I've been streaming so many games. My voice is gone. My voice is gone. Oh, he's officially asked Bauer for the second best pitcher in the major leagues. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad that he was able to do that for you. Here we go to the bottom of the 6th. Here's the pitch by Stroman and the changeup. Swung on and missed. 0-1. Tatis at the plate. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. He's batting .294, 17 homers, 39 RBIs. He's got an OPS over 1,000. He's made a couple of nifty plays in the field today. Here's the 0-1 by Stroman. And that changeup just misses downstairs. Good job there by Tatis to lay off. 1-1. My favorite sports commentators. That's a really good question. Here's the 1-1. And a slow roller back to the mound. Stroman will field it cleanly. Oh, my God. He throws it short to Pete, and it gets by. And now Tatis is going to go to second. And what the hell just happened? What am I watching? Tatis goes to third. What was on that ball? A slow roller back to Stroman. Stroman short-armed it to Pete. And then Pete grabbed it and tried to throw to second. And it slipped out of his hand. Wow. So a runner on third now, nobody out. It should have been an out. And the first pitch, changeup swung on it, fouled off. So the Padres looking like they may be able to play the run here. Off the Stroman error. It was two errors. One on Stroman and one on Alonso. It must have been, I don't know what was on the ball. Olive oil, I don't know, man. Snot, I don't know. Something slippery. Here's the 0-1 pitch by Stroman, and the slider misses inside. 1-1. Emmanuel, it was up there, Emmanuel, quickly. Hope you're doing well, Emmanuel. Getting ready for next season with the Knicks. It'll be a 1-1. And that's in the dirt. Good job there by McCann to scoop it. 2-1. The juice is from the gabagool, James says. You got to come up with that, Pete. And I mean, obviously it was a horrible throw by Stroman. I think what happened with Alonso, he went to throw it to second, and he saw that he shouldn't have thrown it. He tried to hold it. And there's a roller over to first. Alonso will field it. He'll flip to Stroman, and Stroman catches it. The Mets able to make a routine play, but the Padres do play to run 3-1 here in the top of the sixth, bottom of the sixth, rather. Vagisil, Tommy says, hopefully that run doesn't come back to bite the Mets. But as long as we win, no harm, no foul. We'll see if Stroman can keep it going. This will be the 80th pitch for Stroman here in the bottom of the sixth as the Padres get their first run. And here's the windup, the pitch. And a slider on the outside corner. Nice pitch there. He paints the black very well there. 0-1. This will be the 81st pitch for Stroman. And a changeup. He swung right through it. 0-2. We'll see if Stroman comes with the heater here. He's come with a slider. He's come with a changeup. Maybe you throw another slider, try to get him chased out of the zone. Here's the 0-2. And he comes with a fastball. Nice pitch in there by Stroman. Struck him out on 3 different pitches. 2 outs here at the bottom of the sixth. Wow, he made him look like a fool. He was guessing there. He definitely was not guessing fastball. That's for sure. As Will Myers just looked like a fool. 2 outs here in the bottom of the sixth. And Kim at the plate. And there's a fastball, misses downstairs, 1-0. Clippers 1, Clippers Jazz. That'd be a good series. Here's the 1-0. Slider misses downstairs, 2-0. So you got Clippers Jazz and you got Nuggets Suns. I think the Suns will beat the Nuggets. Clippers Jazz will be a good series. That'll go at least 6, maybe 7. Here's the 2-0. That misses outside. 3-0. Stroman nowhere near the plate on those last 3 pitches. Rivas on deck, the catcher. And the fastball in there for a strike, 3-1. Had a killer prosciutto and mozzarella and turn it. Nice. Nice, man. Here's the 3-1 and a fastball hit on the ground to third. Fielded cleanly. He'll flip over to first, and that'll do it. We'll go to the top of the 7th. The Mets lead 3-1. So the Mets with 3 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors, both on the same play. The Padres with 1 run, 3 hits, and no errors. So we go to the top of the 7th. All right. All right. I'll go Jazz at. I'm actually going to go Jazz at 7. I think the Clippers make that a series, but I will go Jazz. I'll go Jazz at 7, and I'll go Suns in 6. Suns at 6, and I'll go Jazz in 7. In the East, I'll go Sixers in 7. I still think they find a way to win that series, and I'll go Nets in 6. What's up, Jameson? Polar Bear Pete, I'm kind of with you on Stroman. I think he gets too fancy sometimes. I'm kind of with you on that. It pisses me off sometimes. No, I do not, body knowledge. The Butt Bongo Fiesta? No, I do not. Man, I can't wait to go to another Mets game. The show in Citi Field right now. I got to go there again. Love going to Mets games. So here we are. We're back at it. No, I have not, Mets. Stroman's really good, Nick. Really good. Appreciate it, Magic MJ Gaming, man. Thanks so much for being here, buddy. What is it? Bring your dog to the park? Well, it is Petco Park, right? So maybe they always let you bring dogs. Guy's holding his dog at the stadium. He's got a San Diego Padres jersey on. What's going on? He's looking at me. What's up, buddy? So here we go. Looks like a pitching change. Stamen coming in here for the Padres. He's got a 2.67 ERA, 33 2/3, 27 hits, 5 walks, 40 strikeouts. He has allowed 5 home runs in 33 innings, though. And here's the first pitch. And a fastball drilled in the ground. That's going to get through. Rips it. Nice job there to lead off the inning. The Mets will have a leadoff base runner. 1 out, nobody on here in the top of the 7th. Looks like they're playing for the bunt. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball misses downstairs. Shift on here for the Padres. Mason Williams at the plate. He's 1 for 2 today with a single. 3 for 13. The center fielder. Here's the pitch, and he chases a changeup. What did somebody come in here and write a million things? Eagles, 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 and Eagles. You know what I'm going to say? How many times did he write it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Suck, 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 and suck. We're going to sweep your ass this year. And there's a curveball drilled in the ground to first. Myers fields it cleanly, throws over to second, back to first. Double play, 3-6-3 double play. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 7th. It's the second time that happened where the Mets got a leadoff base runner and they lined out into a double play. Who's my favorite Star Wars character? What's going on there, random man? Thanks for popping in, buddy. I mean, I'll go with Han Solo. I'm a big Han Solo guy. And the Mets squared a bunt. I think it's Peraza. He's going to beat this out. So Peraza takes advantage of the third baseman playing back, and they will have a 2-out base runner here in the top of the 7th. You got Mateo on his heels. Really nice bunt. Little small ball. So runner on first here, 2 outs. That was a beautiful bunt. And even though the Mets aren't going to score this inning, that was really good to be able to get that bunt down. It clears the pitcher for next inning. Good job there, man, by Peraza. Stroman's going to come up here, so we will stay in the game to pitch for the bottom of the 7th. He's batting .048 on the year, so don't expect much. Here's a pitch. Holy crap! He lines it down the line. That's going to go all the way to the wall. This is going to play to run. That goes all the way to the wall. They're going to send him. And the Mets take a 4-1 lead. Marcus Stroman. Holy crap. A line drive double down the line. He makes up for the error. Let's go Mets, baby. What is Stroman doing? He's doing a little dance. I don't know. What is he, spanking somebody? What is he doing? So runner on second here with 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. That'll bring up McKinney here from the left side. Runner in scoring position. As Stroman leads from the bag. Here's the pitch. And McKinney lines it opposite field. It'll reach the seats foul. How about Marcus Stroman? Oh, you got to go with Captain Morgan. You got to go with Captain Morgan, man. You're absolutely right. It would have been more runs if not for the double play. So the Mets now with a 3-run lead here in the top of the 7th. They get the run back from last inning. Here's the pitch. And again, McKinney tries to go oppo field. That'll reach the seats. Fouled off. 0-2. Desubscribe says Mets. Who do you root for, Desubscribe? Who do you root for? I'm just curious. Because the Mets about to be 6 games over 500. Stroman leading here from second base here in the top of the 7th, 4-1 Mets. Phillies. And the Mets suck. Interesting. Here's the 0-2. Curveball. Hit in the air. Giving chase. He's there, and that'll do it. That'll take us to the bottom of the 7th. The Mets lead 4-1. Didn't the Phillies get off to like a 9-1 start or something like that? And you guys are what, like 4 games behind us? We suck. Okay. Interesting. We'll see who sucks at the end of the year, my man. We're going to go to the bottom of the 7th here. Mets lead 4-1. What's up there, Yoni, man? Thanks for popping in, buddy. 3.5. It's about to be 4. 3.5, but the Mets are about to win. Buxo, there was literally no inspiration for the name whatsoever. It was literally just a random name, just like my channel. No thought behind it at all. The only thing, I guess I wanted to put a New York spin on it, but there was no thought process at all. Had there been a thought process, it would have been a much better channel name. But I was just trying to have fun on YouTube, and obviously it turned into something more than that. But yeah, there was no thought process at all behind the channel name. Let's go Mets. That's right, man. Actually, the original name of the channel was just The Entertainer. It wasn't Talking Sports, and then I changed it to that. Yeah, double. Yeah, Stroman had an RBI double. He was batting 0.48 before that. But here we go to the bottom of the 7th. Stroman will be on the mound here for the Mets. Mets pitchers say hell no to the universal DH. I'll tell you what, man, the way DeGrom's been hitting this year, he probably feels the same way. He's been our best hitter. Did you listen to the Mets on the radio in the 90s? More so in the 2000s, I would say. Yeah, I would say like, yeah. I mean, I did, but I didn't start driving until 2002. So that's when I listened to the radio a lot more when I drove. But yeah, I actually think baseball is the best sport to listen to on the radio. I don't like basketball on the radio. I don't really like football on the radio, but I almost prefer baseball on the radio. As crazy as that may sound, I almost prefer listening to baseball on the radio than watching it. Obviously, I prefer it on TV, but it's close. I like listening to baseball on the radio. Man, San Diego is pretty, man, huh? I got to get to San Diego. Mets suck just came in. Okay. Stand up. What's going on, Bobby, man? Thanks for popping in. What's up, Duran? Appreciate that, Ray. So here we go. We go to the bottom of the 7th. The Mets lead 4-1. The Munsters or the Addams Family. I can't say I was a huge fan of either one. I did like the Addams Family movie. And Stroman here on the hill. Here's the pitch, and the slider misses outside, 1-0. Webster Rivas batting, he's 3 for 15 on the year, so 200 batting average in a limited sample size. Here's the 1-0. And the slider swung on and fouled off. Yeah, I've seen Nacho Libre, yes. Not in a long time. I saw it when it came out. Here's the 1-1. And good eye there. Lays off the slider. 2-1. Stroman's been going to that slider a lot. And here's the 2-1 from Stroh. And a fastball looped in the air to short. Fielded there by Lindor, who'll flip the first. 1 up, 1 down here in the bottom of the 7th. Let's go. Let's go, baby. 91 pitches here for Stroman. So more than likely it'll be his last inning, but we'll see. Who am I a fan of the rest of the NBA playoffs? Sorry about that, guys. I don't know why that happens from time to time with the old computer. It kicks me out. And the slider on the inside corner, strike 1. Who am I a fan of the rest of the NBA playoffs? Who's ever playing the Nets? No, but all kidding aside, I guess I'll go with the Suns. I've always liked Chris Paul. There's a fastball. Drilled on the ground, foul, wide of third, 0-2. With the old computer for sometimes I'll get like a pop-up and it'll kick me out of the StreamYard. Here's the 0-2. And the slider, did he go around? And he did. They're going to say he went around. Stroman gets Mateo to chase. So 2 down here in the bottom of the 7th. Nice pitch there by Stroman. Let's go, baby. Superbad? Yeah, Superbad was hilarious. They don't make a lot of good comedies anymore, but that was one. I mean, that was a long time ago now, but that was a good one. Yeah, Suns beat the Lakers. I like the Suns. I've always liked Chris Paul, so I'll pull for them. Tommy Pham now at the plate. He's 0 for 1, 2 walks, 2 stolen bases. 2 outs, nobody on here in the bottom of the 7th. And changeup in the dirt, 1-0. Mystery, yeah, I've seen Mystery, man. You name a movie in that era, I've probably seen it. My first job was at a movie theater. I worked there for 3 years, so I'm a big movie guy. But, yeah, I saw Mystery, man. Here's the 1-0. Ben Stiller, Pee Wee Herman. Slider misses there outside, 2-0. It's pretty funny. It's funny. It's kind of like a spoof on superhero movies. Here's the 2-0 from Stroman. And a slider on the outside corner, 2-1. Top 7 Mets pitchers of all time in order. I mean, all right, I'll try. Here's the 2-1. And that's roped in the air all the way to the wall, and that's going to get by Dom. It'll be a ground rule double. So a 2-out double there by Pham. Pham's been pesky today, man. He's been annoying. But they'll have a runner on second here. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Top 7 Mets pitchers of all time. All right, Seaver's got to be one. Why is it? Good. Probably good in 2. Probably good in 2. Why is he? What's his name? Why does it escape me right now? What the hell? The guy who pitched with Seaver. What the hell is his name? I should know this, obviously, but he was on Seaver's team. He was the other great pitcher on that team. Why does the name escape me? Gooden's definitely 2, but the guy I'm thinking about is clearly 3. No, definitely not Frank Francisco. Kuzman, there you go. Kuzman's 3. I would go Seaver 1, Gooden 2, Kuzman 3. Oh no, is DeGrom ahead of Gooden? I know Gooden won a World Series. I'm so used to saying those guys, but I feel like DeGrom is. I think DeGrom might be 2. Like he's been that good. I'm gonna go Seaver 1, DeGrom 2, Gooden 3, Kuzman 4. Leiter? Is Leiter 5? I mean, in my lifetime, Leiter's. I'm not going to say Nolan Ryan. He didn't pitch with the Mets long enough. You also got Darling. I'll go Darling 5. I'll go Leiter 6. And David Cone, maybe? Maybe, I don't know, maybe Cone? Maybe I'm forgetting somebody. Dickey was good. Yeah, Dickey. He was only for like 2 or 3 years, but he was really good with the Mets. Obviously won the Cy Young. Sid Fernandez. Yeah, Sid Fernandez. Yeah. Who could forget Big Sexy? Yeah, Big Sexy. Pedro Feliciano out of the pen. I can't. It's 4-1 Mets. It's underneath me. It's 4-1 Mets. Santana was great too. Yeah, you could put Santana in there. I wasn't even thinking bullpen. I wasn't even thinking bullpen, but John Franco, of course, a fan favorite. K-Rod, what's up, Brooke? Roger McDowell. The Syndergaard just can't stay healthy. He'd be on. And same thing with Harvey. If they stayed healthy, they would have been on there, but then they can't stay healthy. So Castro into the game for the Mets here. 2 outs, runner on second. I think DeGrom's got to be 2, though. I don't think he'll ever touch Seaver, but maybe. But he's got to be 2 at this point. And here's Castro from the set, and the fastball misses outside, 1-0. I just kind of skipped over him because I say the names that I always say, and then I was like, wait, DeGrom's got to be, he's got to be 2 at this point. Doug McNichols, yeah, he was a great, he threw submarine McNichols. Here's the 1-0. And a fastball on the outside corner there by Castro, 100 on the gun. One thing I'll say about Castro, the guy's got great stuff. He does, man. This was a really nice addition by the Mets. He's got good movement. I like Castro. Here's the 1-1. And I don't like him after that pitch. Oh, yeah. All right. Never mind. I thought he got more of it. Hung up. Can of corn there for center field. That'll do it. We'll go to the top of the 8th. Mets lead 4-1. I said Ron Darling. I think I had Darling 5 or 6. I think I had Darling 5 and Leiter 6, maybe. Leiter had a great cutter. That's what he was known for. He had a great cut fastball. Saberhagen? He was better with the Royals, wasn't he? DeGrom is Koufax. I mean, I love DeGrom, man, but are you going to put him over the franchise? Tom Seaver? I mean, listen, DeGrom is unbelievable, but Tom Seaver's the franchise, my man. Jesse Orozco. Tony Shits was a total stop. Kenny Rogers. Oh, muted growl. Kenny Rogers. Kenny Rogers is the last time I think I cried during a sporting event. 1999 National League Division League Series. I was 14 years old. Kenny Rogers walked the bases loaded in I think it was the 11th inning against the Braves. I'll never forgive Kenny Rogers for that. Turk Wendell. I love Turk Wendell. Appreciate that, James Phillips, man. Tug McGraw. That's right. You got to believe he coined the phrase. Big Pelf. Mike Pelfrey. We're just gonna throw out random pitchers. Mike Pelfrey. You want to know Mike Pelfrey? He was such a big guy and he threw like a bitch. He was like 6'7", and he threw like a 92-mile-an-hour fastball. But I mean, if we're gonna go from that era, we could throw out John Neese, right? We could throw out John Maine. And here's the pitch to Lindor, and the fastball misses outside 1-0. Dykstra wins in a fight. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Lindor from the left side. And a slider on the inside corner, 1-1. What's up there, Zach Mannix, Papa Steve? I actually like Traxel. I thought he was a little bit underrated as a Met. But I'll tell you what, Traxel was the most boring pitcher ever. The guy used to take 2 minutes between each pitch. Anytime he started, you could pencil it in for a 4-hour game. Here's the 1-1. And a curveball swung on and missed. Lindor swings through it. 1-2. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Lindor. And a curveball hitting the air down the third baseline. That'll reach the seats. John Maine, man. John Maine was really good for a bit there with the Mets. I like Maine. He had about 2 years there where he was pretty good with the Mets. Sentinel, what's up, buddy? I see he popped in. Chris, what do you think of the Mets this year? Listen, I ain't going to get ahead of myself, Sentinel. I'm excited about this team, man. I'm excited about this team. I think we got a shot. Here's the 1-2. Curveball hit on the ground, foul. I think we got a shot, man. We're going to the playoffs. And I'm going to tell you what. The way our bullpen's pitching, we get this rotation healthy. I'm not going to get ahead of myself. It's the Mets, but I like what we're cooking up in the kitchen. Let's put it that way. It'll be a 1-2 here to Lindor. They're looking for the sign. Here's the pitch. And a fastball drilled in the air down the third base line, giving chase. And it just reaches the seats. We'll do it again. Alex says, Seaver, DeGrom, Gooden, Kuzman, Leiter, Cone, Franco. Yo, if you're going bullpen, I think Franco's appropriate. I was not a big fan of Franco, but you got to give him respect. Ollie P. I couldn't stand Ollie P. To Ollie P's credit, though, he did pitch very well against the Cardinals. He did get luck, though, in that 2006 championship series with the catch by and here's the pitch by Stamen. Fastball drilled in the air down the right field line. That's going to hang up there. And 1 up, 1 down. Here's Lindor. Pops out there to Myers. But he got lucky with the catch, obviously, by Andy Chavez. But he did pitch well in that game. But after that, Oliver Perez was a train wreck. And the only reason we got Oliver Perez, I think we got Perez, if I'm not mistaken. We made a trade, and he was a throw-in. I think was that the Dwayner Sanchez trade? Did we trade for Dwayner Sanchez, and they threw Perez in? Whatever it was, they threw Perez into the trade. It wasn't even like I think that was the trade. I think we traded for Dwayner Sanchez, who actually was really good with the Mets as a relief pitcher, and then he got hurt in the cab accident, and they threw Perez in the trade. And then he actually pitched pretty good for the Mets in that year. And then we gave him an extension. It was a horrible mistake. So 1 up, 1 down here in the top of the 8th. Alonso at the dish. Oh, that's what it was, Todd? My mistake. And a fastball swung on a miss. That's what it was. Sanchez got hurt, and then we traded to replace him with Roberto Hernandez in the bullpen, and they threw Perez in the trade. That's what it was. I knew Dwayne Sanchez was involved some way, shape, or form, but it was because of Dwayne Sanchez that we ended up with Oliver Perez. Here's the 0-1 to Alonso. And a curveball in the dirt, 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Alonso. And he hit him. He hit Alonso on the elbow. Hopefully Alonso's all right. Looks like he'll walk it off. Alonso does not, he is not happy. The polar bear looks pissed, but he's going to take his base. Oh, man, he hit him right on the elbow. Luckily, he's got the guard there. Could have been worse. So runner on first here in the top of the 8th. And Mike, man, thank you so much, man. He says, you need to bring up top 7 Mets pitchers of all time on What Do You Say? So that's a good, I like that. I will ask. If we're doing, I think we are. And if we are, we'll ask him that. Just remind me on the stream. We're going to be doing a post game on What Do You Say, by the way. A joint Mets channel that I've been doing. I'm going to try to get that up and running again now that the Knicks are over. So definitely head on over there after. We're going to be doing a post game. There's a curveball on the outside corner there, 0-1. And DJ Smooth, man, thank you very much. You see the Hawks today? I did. I didn't see the entirety of the game, but I saw the first quarter, and then I basically saw like a little bit of the second, the full first, and the fourth. And yeah, man, the Hawks are for real, man. I said that going into that series after they beat the Knicks. I thought the Hawks were going to take that 7. I still think the Sixers will win, but I think the Hawks will take that series 7. They're a good team. But I still think your Nets are going to win it. Here's the 0-1 fastball on the inside corner, 0-2. Nice pitch there to Dom. Dom didn't like it. And there's the channel right there, by the way. What do you say? Yeah, it would have been nice for Wright to win a championship. It would have been such a fairy 2015. I want to talk about that season in between innings. And there's a slider misses inside 1 and 2. But here's what I'll say, and I'll talk more about it in between innings. But 2015 to me, like that was you could not have dreamt of like if you would have wrote up a movie script, people wouldn't have believed 2015. That's how magical that year was. It just didn't end with the final outcome at the end, but that was probably the funnest year I've ever had as a Mets fan. Here's the 1-2 to Smith. And the slider misses outside. Good eye, 2-2. What's going on, EJ? Cool, man. Thanks for popping in. I thought the Mets were going to win the World Series that year once they got into the playoffs, man. Here's the 2-2 to Smith. And he'll look the runner back to first. What's up, Mike? I was only at one game during that playoff run. I was at game 1 of the National League Championship Series against the Cubs. And it was freezing. It felt like it was like 20 degrees. It was freezing, but it was well worth it. Murphy roped the home run down the right field line. I think Harvey pitched that game. Against Lester, maybe? Here's the 2-2. And a curveball, and they're going to say Dom went around in the dirt. So 2 down here in the top of the 8th. What's up, sports expert? Am I doing any more bad? I might do a couple. I don't know. Obviously, I do my team. So, yeah, I'm going to do a lot of Mets games. I might, like if the Mets are off I might do, if there's a game I'm interested in, and maybe, but I'm not gonna. I traditionally just do my teams: the Knicks, the Mets, and the Giants. I might do maybe the finals or the conference finals if it's an intriguing series. I might. Not every game though, because I'm gonna focus more on the Mets now. McCann stepping in here from the right side, 2 outs, runner on first here in the top of the 8th. Stammen looks in for the sign. Here's the pitch. And a curveball. Good eye there by McCann, 1-0. Yeah, that muted, man. That game, I friggin' I all day muted before that game. Because what was the name of the hitter on the Royals? Was it the shortstop? What was it happened again? You can forget about it. James McCann takes him deep. Sorry I popped out for a second there, but the Mets hit another home run. 6-1 here in the top of the 8th. Let's go, Mets, baby. Let's go, Mets, baby. 6-1. Let's go. James McCann takes it to the same spot that Dom Smith took it last time up. A hanging curveball. You hang 'em, we bang 'em. Let's go, Mets, baby. 6-1. And there's a curveball in the dirt. But somebody was talking about the game 3. And I forgot the name of the shortstop for the Royals. But that guy was a pain in the ass that series. And the whole day leading up into that game, I knew it. I was like, Syndergaard's going to throw at him. And I was so pumped up when he threw at him the first pitch. Here's the 1-0. And a fastball hit on the ground. The third fielded cleanly. He'll flip over to first. And that'll do it. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. Mets lead 6-1. Baseball highlights. He says, I'm going to Citi Field. And that's awesome, man. We go to the bottom of the 8th. What's up, Jameson? Escobar. Yeah, there you go. That guy was a pain in the ass that series. He batted like 500. That was like the worst possible matchup the Mets could have had. Like, all my friends were like, oh, I don't want to play the Blue Jays. I was like, no, I'd much rather play the Blue Jays because they were all strikeout or home run hitters and our pitchers would have mowed them down. The Royals were literally the worst possible team we could have faced because our weakness on our team was infield defense in general, and we got exposed in the World Series because we couldn't strike anybody out. It was such a bad matchup. But that year, 2015, man, when you think about that year, like it would have been like literally the perfect season had it all come and had it finished with the perfect result. But like, right around the trade deadline, and you just think about it, like everybody talks about obviously Yoenis Cespedes, who we got, and he like propelled that team to the playoffs, right? Because he was hitting a home run every game, like he hit like 30 home runs after the All-Star break. But the Wilmer Flores thing, right? Wilmer Flores thinks he's going to get traded. The Mets initially try to trade him for Carlos Gomez. He ends up crying at shortstop. And, all the Mets fans start to feel for him. And then the Mets pull out of the trade. And I feel like that moment kind of like propelled the Mets to start to go on that run. And then the next game, Flores hits a game-winning home run, a walk-off home run. And then we get Cespedes, and everything just starts to fall into place. And obviously Murphy in the playoffs, it was like you could never dream about it. What Daniel Murphy all of a sudden turned into Babe Ruth during that playoff stretch. I think it was like 6 games in a row he had a home run or whatever it was. It might have been 7. But it wasn't just the consecutive games. It was the pitchers he did it against. You're talking about 2 home runs off Clayton Kershaw. You're talking about Zach Greinke. You're talking about John Lester. You're talking about Jake Arrieta. Like, he was hitting home runs off the best pitchers in baseball back to back to back to back. It was incredible. I still say to this day, that is the greatest playoff performance I've ever seen an individual have. Daniel Murphy. He was on another planet during the playoffs. But here we go to the bottom of the 8th. The Mets lead 6-1. Castro's still on the mound, and the fastball misses downstairs. Yeah, Kyle Kendricks was the other one. Yep. Here's the 1-0. And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1. He was bad in the World Series, Jack, but he was incredible to get us there, man. Here's the 1-1. And a fastball hitting the air down the left field line. Smith is there. 1 up, 1 down here in the bottom of the 8th. Mets, I'm glad that you said that. That, to me, is the most underrated play, and nobody ever thinks about that. That is the most underrated play in the entire playoff run. I think that was was it game 5? I think it was game 5 against the Dodgers. And for him to have the wherewithal, the smarts to steal third base on that play, that's heads-up baseball. And that play won us the game, basically. And here's the pitch there by Castro. The fastball misses downstairs, 1-0. They had the shift on, right? The Dodgers had the shift on, and Murphy was on first base, and they didn't have anybody covering third because they had the third baseman playing over by shortstop. And here's the 1-0 pitch to Tatis, and the fastball misses outside. And I think it was Duda. They walked Duda, and Murphy, while he's walking down the second, sees nobody's covering third. So he runs straight from second to third, and then they get the sac fly to drive him in. That was probably the biggest play that Murphy had that entire playoff stretch. Here's the 2-0 to Tatis. And the fastball misses outside. Castro losing control here in the bottom of the 8th. Here's the 3-0. And a fastball, 99 miles an hour on the inside corner. Nice pitch there by Castro, 3-1. Yeah, that redhead fell asleep. 3-1. He was damn good against us in that series, though. Fastball misses downstairs, so 1 out, 1 on here in the bottom of the 8th. Yeah, the shift was on. I know, John. Yeah. They didn't have anybody covering third base. To be honest, I'm not a Nets fan, Samuel, so I don't know. I didn't even know he was hurt, to be honest with you. If Murphy could field, we would have been the complete. Yeah, I still love Daniel Murphy. Murphy was one of my favorite Mets. 1 out. I was so pissed when we brought in Neil Walker for him. I was so pissed. 1 out, 1 on here in the bottom of the 8th. And there's a fastball in the inside corner to Hosmer. Nice pitch there by Castro. 99 on the gun. And he'll check the runner back to first. And Mike says, did Carlos? Yes, he did. Carlos Beltran had a unbelievable. That's why he got paid. He had an unbelievable playoff with the Astros where he did something similar. I don't think it was quite as good as what Murphy did, but it was something very similar, yes. Carlos Beltran's an incredible playoff hitter. Obviously, he's known for the strikeout with the Mets, though. And there's a fastball. Castro swung on and missed there by Hosmer, 0-2. Yes, he did. Daniel Murphy, I looked at the numbers. Daniel Murphy, that year, where I think he should have won the MVP, by the way, 2007. Here's the 0-2, and a slider misses inside 1-2. In 19 games, when he faced the Mets that next year, his first year with the Nationals, I think he had 6 home runs. I think he batted like almost 500. Like, his numbers against the Mets were insane. And they were all like clutch home runs too. He killed the Mets the next year with the Nationals, and he was the difference in that division. Had he been with the Mets would have won that division that year. That's why I think he should have won the MVP. They ended up giving it to the guy in the Cubs. What's his name? Why am I forgetting his name? The third baseman on the Cubs. 1 and 2 here as the T slides back into first. Castro comes to the belt. Here's the pitch. And the fastball misses downstairs. No, it wasn't Rizzo. Not Rizzo, the third baseman. Bryant. Yeah, Chris Bryant. Yeah, he won the MVP. They gave it to Bryant over Daniel Murphy. I thought Murphy should have won it. And here's the 2-2 by Castro. And a fastball lined in the air down the third base line. That'll reach the seats. What a catch by the fan. A barehanded grab with the left hand, line drive in the upper deck. Wow. He's better than some of the guys on the field. That was pretty hard. So it'll be a 2-2 here to Hosmer. And the fastball misses upstairs, 3-2. Cespedes, oh God, that was the first play of the World Series, wasn't it? The Cespedes play, as Aaron Loop warming up here for the Mets. Here's the 3-2, and a slow chopper back to Castro. Will field it, will flip to first. It'll advance the runner, so Padres have a runner on second here. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. 4 outs away, and the Mets will get out of San Diego with a series split. I was pissed, Buckso. I was friggin' pissed when they let him walk. I knew they weren't bringing him back, though. I'm going to tell you why. Even like during that big playoff run, like they were asking Sandy Alderson, are you going to bring him back? Are you going to bring him back? And he was like very like lukewarm, like he wouldn't commit to it. And Alderson was like very, very much like he's very much into sabermetrics. And Daniel Murphy is not that type of player. So I knew he was. I knew he wasn't going to pay Daniel Murphy. I was pissed when he didn't. And then he ended up paying. I think he ended up paying Walker more or damn near close to as much as Murphy got, because Murphy ended up getting a lot less than people thought he was going to get. And yeah, I was pissed, man. So 2 outs, runner on second here in the bottom of the 8th. Castro from the set. Here's the pitch, and the slider misses outside, 1-0. At Pinworm, no, he definitely had his faults with running the bases, and obviously wasn't a great fielder. But the guy was such a clutch hitter, man. Not just in that playoff run. And there's a fastball swung on and fouled off down the third base line, 1-1. Thank you for letting me know, Jameson. I didn't even know he was doing a basketball game. 1-1 here in the bottom of the 8th. 2 outs, runner on second. Mets lead 6-1. Here's the pitch. Fastball line down the third base line. Foul. 1-2. Neil the Clown. It'll be a 1-2 pitch here from Castro in the dirt. 2-2. What's up there, Tay? Mets winning 6-1. Mets should bring in Bobby Parnell. Bobby Parnell. Bobby P. That guy. I remember Bobby Parnell. We'll talk about Bobby Parnell in a second. Here's the 2-2 from Castro. And a slider swung on and missed. Good pitch in there by Castro. We'll go to the top of the 9th. Let's go. Yeah, I remember Bobby P. Bobby P had no movement on his pitches. He threw 100 miles an hour back before it was like every pitcher did. He was like, he was one of the few pitchers that threw 100 miles an hour. He threw really hard, but he had like one pitch, and he had no movement on the fastball. And hitters would just time his fastball, and they'd always crush him. I remember when he first came up, I'm like, holy crap, Parnell's going to be awesome. He throws 100. And he had no movement, couldn't locate, and he sucked. He was our closer for a bit. I'm glad that you're here, Rios, man. Thanks for popping in, buddy. You and me both, Tay, man, but I can't wait for Mets playoff baseball either. Billy Wagner had his moments. Billy Wagner had his moments. I still remember a game I was at against the Yankees where he blew a 4-run lead in the 9th, but he had his moments. What's going on there, Pistol Pete? Raphael says the Mets are killing it. That's right. We need a split. You got it, Dan, man. Thanks so much for being here. Billy Wagner had some badass. We had Wagner. You had Armando Benitez. Football will be here before you know it, man. Football's training camp's going to be in 6 weeks. Then you're going to have preseason games in mid-August. It'll be here before you know it. 2 months away. From preseason games, and after that, you're ready to go, man. That like right now, I'm kind of not trying. I'm trying not to force Giants content because there's not a whole lot to talk about. But in about a month, there's going to be plenty to talk about. I was going to make a video today. I was like, I'll wait a day. But there's going to be plenty to talk about. I can't wait for football. But it's going to be a fun season for the Mets too, man. And I'm going to appreciate it, man. Met fans don't get good seasons all the time. I'm going to appreciate it this year. Yes, I did, Buxo. Yes, I did. Top of the 9th. And Pistol Pete, man, thank you very much, man. He says, I'm surprised how much we win despite listen, man. Pete, this team, I don't know how they're doing it. I don't know how they're doing it. But actually, I do know how they're doing it. The bullpen has been so much better than we thought it would be. And the starting pitching has been great for the most part. And there's a fastball to Williams on the inside corner, taking for a strike. And the defense has been really good for the Mets overall. So I think that's what's carried us. But once we get healthy, man, that is what's so exciting. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Williams, a slider, hitting the air down the left field line, giving chase to the track. He'll hold it in. It was about a couple of feet short there of the wall. Williams gave it a good ride. Wasn't enough. 1 out here in the top of the 9th. Yeah, man, the Hawks. What's going on, Chino, man? Thanks for popping in. The Hawks did the job today. Jameson, my wrenches give out wrenches, man. And there's a slider, misses outside. Good eye there by Peraza. Peraza's 2 for 3, a double, a single. 2 runs scored. He's batting .234, 3 homers. Cameron Maben. Here's the 1-0. And a slider swung on and missed. Who was, what's his name? Mike Cameron. Remember him? He didn't work out too well. We gave him a lot of money. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Peraza. Slider misses outside. 2-1. El Duque had the Bugs Bunny curve. They used to call it the Bugs Bunny curve because it was like 65 miles an hour when he was with the Mets there for a bit. Here's the 2-1. Slider misses outside. 3-1. Mike, I don't know. Mike, I don't know if great's the right word. He was a good, very good fielder, Mike Cameron. Here's the 3-1. And a slider just I thought that was a ball. They're going to call it a strike, 3-2. Yeah, I remember Scott Hairston. He had a brother too, Jerry Hairston. Scott Hairston. It'll be a payoff pitch here to Peraza. Slider taken for a strike. So 2 down here in the top of the 9th. And Travis Blakenhorn coming up here for the Mets. He's 1 for 6 on the year. He'll bat from the left side, and his slider misses inside, 1-0. The Yankees eat moose. Here's the 1-0 and the slider. Tried a backdoor slider there. Didn't get it to go. Adams 2-0. I would love it. So I just want a World Series, Rafa. I don't care who it is. Fastball swung on and fouled off. 2-1. I just want to make the World Series. I don't care who we play. But obviously, if we could beat the Yankees, it would be that much more special. Some revenge for 2000. A series I think we should have won, by the way. Even though it was 4-1, that doesn't tell the whole story. Here's the 2-1. Fastball swung on and missed. The Mets were actually a better team that year. The Yankees struggled. I think they only won 88 games. And the Mets should have won game 1. They choked that away. It was much like the Royals series. It was like deja vu. Here's the 2-2. And the slider misses outside. 3-2. Full count. Here's the 3-2, and the slider misses outside. Mets got a 2-out base runner here in the top of the 9th. I think they should, Pete. I mean, they got almost a 4-game, I think a 4-game lead if they win. And they're banged up right now. Like, imagine what once they get healthy. I mean, I thought the Mets. I think people were reluctant to say the Mets before the year started because they're the Mets and what can go wrong will go wrong. But I thought on paper the Mets had the best team going in. Them and the Braves. But I think we should win the division. There's a slider on the outside corner to McKinney, 0-1. But Pete, it's a marathon. We got a long ways to go, but we're off to a good start. Here's the 0-1 to McKinney, and the slider misses outside. 1-1. Oh my God! All right, I don't know how many Yankee fans are in here, Big Pat. Maybe you're a Yankee fan. I don't know. How in the world? And we'll talk about it in 1 second. Here's the 1-1 pitch to McKinney. And the slider on the outside corner, 1-2. How in the world did Roger Clemens not get thrown out of that game? How in the world? With the history, he hit Mike Piazza in the head earlier in the season. We all knew about it. And then Piazza breaks his bat. Here's the 1-2. And a slider on the outside corner, strike 3. That'll do it. We'll go to the bottom of the 9th. And then Piazza breaks his bat. And it's like a sword. It splinters off. It's got this sharp edge. And Clemens picks it up and he throws it at him. How did he not get ejected from the game? We'll go to the bottom of the 9th. Yeah, the defense has been much better, Todd. Yeah, he thought it was the ball. Let's go Mets, Arian. That's right, man. Yeah, I don't know, Tyler. I don't know how he stayed. I don't know how they kept him in the game after that. I don't know. Like I don't know. Like, and if he gets ejected from that game, the Mets probably win Game 3. They should have won Game 1 or Game 2. I think that was whatever it was. They probably would have won that game. They should have won Game 1. But I don't know how he didn't get ejected from that game to this day. Amazing Guy says, will the Mets be active at the Yeah, I think they will. I think the Mets will be super active at the trade deadline, with Steve Cohen as the owner. We're trying to win a World Series this year. That was such a fun time, though, to be a Mets and Yankees fan. There's nothing like New York baseball when both teams are good, and it's not that often that it happens. Because even like when the Mets were at their best, like 2006, for example, the Mets were really good. The Yankees were kind of cooling off a bit. But like 99, 2000, both teams were like really good. That was such a fun time. Those Subway Series between like 98 and 2000, that 3-year stretch, that was awesome. That was great. That was probably the prime time for New York baseball in my lifetime. Like 98 to 2000, those 3 years. That was a lot of fun once Piazza came to the Mets. And here's Trevor May here for the Mets. He's going to pitch the ninth. He's got a 3.62 ERA in 22 games. I'm with you, man. Piazza should have. And then the next year, I think it was Steve Traxel. Steve Traxel, right? Didn't Traxel tried to throw at Clemens and he missed. But then I think in the same game, Traxel hit a home run off Clemens, right? Isn't that what happened? Our pitcher hit a home run off of him. Here we are on the bottom of the ninth. The Mets lead 6-1. Oh, Sean Estes. My bad. Yeah, that's right. It was Sean Estes. The guy they got from the Giants. Yeah, that's right. It was Estes. But he had a home run off him, right? He missed him, but I think he had a home run off him. And the fastball misses downstairs, 1-0. Oh, yeah, I wish I got to see 1986. So the Mets are going up against Harvey on Wednesday. Harvey's pitching. Wow, he's fallen off since last time I saw him pitch against the Mets. There's a fastball swung on a miss. The first time I went to that game this year, that was the only Met game I've been to this year. Harvey's returned to Citi Field, and he was actually pitching pretty good for the Orioles up until that point. He's got a 6.62 ERA now, 3-6. Here's the 1-1. And fastball misses downstairs, 2-1. There you go. Harvey's first 7 starts, he was 3-2 with a 3.6 ERA. His last 5 starts, he's 0-4 with a 12.96 ERA. My God, what a horror show, man. He fell off the face of the earth. Here's the 2-1. Fastball misses outside, 3-1. Come on, mate, throw strikes, man. You got a 5-run lead. And a fastball drilled on the ground, and that's going to get through. So the Padres got a leadoff base runner here in the bottom of the ninth. Mets lead 6-1. Yeah, no, that's why we lost game 1. I saw somebody say it. Yeah, Timo Perez, I don't think he knew how many outs there were. There were 2 outs, and he didn't run off the crack of the bat. Todd Zeile hit a bomb, and I think Timo either thought there was 1 out or he thought it was a home run. And it went off the wall, and he got thrown at a home plate because of it. Had he been running from the start, the Mets win that game. And obviously Benitez and John Franco blew it in extra innings as well, but should have never gotten to that point. Here we are on the bottom of the ninth. Mets lead 6-1. Runner on first, nobody out. May from the set. Here's the pitch in the fastball, hitting on the first baseline. That'll reach the seats. Now, Joe, you got it, man. I'm going to call the next game too, so hopefully you come on back. I'll call the game on Tuesday. I'm not going to call every game because that would be every day, but I'll try to call like 3 games a week. I'm going to try to call every DeGrom start. That's going to be my mission going forward. Here's the 0-1, and the slider on the outside corner. 0-2, nice pitch there by May. I gotta get that for my Mets streams. I didn't get a background with the law firm for my Mets streams. I gotta get that. Here's the 0-2 by May. And that's hit back up the middle. That's a base hit. Get Diaz warmed up. It's never easy, man. No, it's gonna be football too, Rich. It's gonna be football too. I got a background for football. Oh, man. First and second, nobody out here in the bottom of the ninth. Mets lead by 5. Padres starting to rally. But yeah, definitely every DeGrom start for the rest of the year I'm going to try to do. Unless, of course, it coincides with like a Giants game during football season. But every DeGrom start I'm going to try to do going forward. And then, mix in a game here and there. But I'm going to do the Tuesday game as well. So here we go. First and second. Nobody out here in the bottom of the ninth. Trevor May is going to stay in. He'll toe the rubber. Comes to the set. Here's the pitch. And a curveball misses downstairs. 1-0. Jorge Mateo at the plate. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. May to the set. Here's the pitch. Curveball misses downstairs. 2-0. Trevor May sucks. I don't trust this guy. 3.86 ERA this year. 23 and a third innings. I don't trust. Every time this guy comes in, I don't trust him. Here's the pitch. And a fastball on the outside corner, strike 1. Oh, I can't wait, Big Pat, for the Giants games. I can't wait to go. I'm gonna go to the Eagles game. I can't wait to go. I'm gonna be at training camp. I'm gonna have some content up for you guys at training camp this year. I don't know if I'm gonna actually film the training camp, but I'm definitely gonna have like some videos, whatever it may be, at training camp. And probably do a live stream as well. So should be fun. It'll be a 2-1 pitch here for May. First and second. Nobody out here in the bottom of the ninth. Here's the pitch. Fastball swung on and missed. 97. There you go, May. 2-2. What's going on there, Master Productions? Castro is definitely better than May. I like Castro. Here's the 2-2. And a fastball swung on and fouled off. We'll do it again. Richard Arnold says May and Harvey should be on the same bus out of the major leagues. I don't know if I would go that far with May, but he's definitely not a guy I have significant confidence in. Let's put it that way. Here's the 2-2. And a slider, drilling the ground to third, fielded cleanly, flips to second for one, over to first. Safe at first. So they get the runner at second. So the Padres have runners on the corners here with one out here in the bottom of the ninth. That's a big out. We needed that one. That's a big out. All right, give me a double play now. Let's close it out, baby. Mets with the infield shift on here, playing him to pull from the right side. It'll be Tommy Pham. Pham 1 for 2 with a double, 2 walks, 2 stolen bases. And here's the pitch. Slider hit on the ground. Diving play by Lindor. Flips to second. They get the runner there. The run will score, but a great play there by Lindor. 2 outs here in the bottom of the ninth. Look at Lindor flashing the leather. My man. All right, big play there. 6-2. That's the difference in this team this year, man. The infield defense, the acquisition of Lindor at shortstop, the infield defense has been fantastic. So 2 outs, runner on first here in the bottom of the ninth. May looking to close it out. Here's the pitch. Fastball swung on and missed. 98 on the gun. No, not near the 99 defense. Here's the 0-1 pitch by May. Fastball misses upstairs. 1-1. No, the 99 defense will never be matched, man. That was a magical season defensively. Here's the 1-1 by May. And the curveball misses downstairs. 2-1. May looks in for the sign. Here's the pitch. Fastball hit in the air. That'll reach the seats. We'll do it again. 2-2. Let's go. Close it out, baby. Come on, May. Close it out. They're showing highlights here. That was the play of the game, by the way. They're showing the play by Drury with the bases loaded when they hit a rocket down the third base line, and he tagged the bag at 30, threw over to first. That was the play of the game. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and missed. There you go, baby. Good job to close out the series in San Diego. The Mets take the last 2, and they get the 6 games over 500. Let's go, Mets. 2 home runs today by the Mets. Dom Smith hit a bomb to center field. James McCann hit a bomb to center field. A great pitching performance today by Stroman outside of the error that he committed. He was fantastic. Didn't even have his ace stuff. He was able to fight through it against a tough team in San Diego. And the Mets take the last 2 of the series with their 2 best pitchers getting the job done. Now they'll take on the Orioles. Great job. Let's go, Mets, baby. Let's go, Mets, baby. Great job. Let's go over the box score real quick. But a great job today by the New York Mets. Stand up, New York Mets fans. That's right, man. Let's take a quick look at the box score. And let me make sure that Tino is good for the post game. Let me check Twitter real quick. But I want to take a quick look at the box score. And let me make sure. Let's see if he's good. I'll let you know in about 5 minutes if we're doing it. But let's take a quick look at the box score for the New York Mets. Stroman, 6 2/3, 7 strikeouts, 4 walks. For the Mets, McKinney was 2 of 5 from the leadoff spot. 1 in an RBI. Alonso had the big RBI. Remember that. He was 1 of 3 with a run scored in a ribby. Dom Smith hit the bomb. McCann hit a bomb as well. Drury with the glove. He was 1 of 4. 1 of 4 for Williams. Peraza was 2 of 4 with 2 runs scored. He had a good game as well. He had the ground rule double earlier in the game. Stroman had the big double. Don't forget that down the line, which drove in a big insurance run there as well. And the bullpen got the job done. Castro did a good job. Pitched an inning in a third of scoreless baseball. Trevor May made you sweat a little bit there in the 9th inning, but was able to come out and get the job done. And the Mets get to 29-23. They are now 6 games over 500 as they continue their quest to take down the National League East. Let's go, Mets, baby. BK Reacts, man. What's going on, buddy? Thank you, Entertainment Burger. You got it, man, Richard, man. Thank you so much for being here, man. Thank you to everybody. On my way home now. Okay, 8 o'clock, by the way, guys. 8 o'clock it's going to be right around there, maybe 8:10, but 8 o'clock in that ballpark. We will be live on What Do You Shay. I think Mike Nixon's been dropping the link throughout the stream. We'll be live at about 8 o'clock to do a post-game recap there. I'll hang out with you guys for about another 5 or 10 minutes, and then I'll be live over there in about 20, 25 minutes or a half hour. This was time well spent. Yeah, body knowledge, man. Let's go. Trevor May is horrible. Even with a comfortable lead, he struggles. Hey, we got the win. That's all I care about, Nick. But yes, Trevor May definitely makes you sweat. Yeah, Rich, man. I'll see you over there, buddy. Great split. Let's go, Mets. Let's take a quick look at the Mets' upcoming schedule. Like I said, they got the Orioles coming up. Let's take a look at the rest of the schedule coming up here. They got at Baltimore now for a 2-game series. Then they come home. They play the Padres again. Peterson, that's going to be tough. Tuesday. Maybe I will not stream Tuesday. I might wait. I'd rather get the better pitching matchup. I might do Wednesday instead of Tuesday because Taijuan Walker. Yeah, I'm going to wait till Wednesday because I got Walker versus Harvey. So I'll do the Wednesday game. Walker, Harvey on Wednesday. You got Peterson, Zimmerman on Tuesday. Then you got Walker, Harvey on Wednesday. Then we got a day off. Then we got a 3-game set again with the Padres, DeGrom, Lucchesi, Stroman. And then we got the Cubs for a 4-game series. I think I'm going to go to one of those Cubs games. Peterson, Walker, DeGrom are the projected starters for the first 3 games of the Cubs series. So Cubs are pretty good this year, last I checked. Let me take a quick look at they're 33-26. So couple good teams coming up. Obviously, the Orioles team we have a good chance to beat. But then, you got the Padres again. They got a good ball club. You got the Cubs for the homestand. So we'll see how the Mets stack up at home against both of those ball clubs. Tough test, yeah. Pleased with the series split against the Padres. Yeah, I'll take it, man. Tino is eating and driving with his feet. Hey, and I have season tickets. Would you consider joining? Absolutely, Angel. I'm in, man. Let me know, man. I'm in, man. I appreciate it, man. Like I said, I'm going to go to one of those Cubs games, man. So if you're going to a game, let me know, man. I appreciate the offer, man. Walker versus Bat Guano. Great. Yeah, versus Bat Guano. Yeah, I think I'll Bat Guano instead of Batman. That's going to be the game I'll do. I like Walker. So, and then I'll do the DeGrom game as well. So I'm going to do every DeGrom game. So I'm going to do, let me take a quick look. I'll do the Walker game, and then I'll do the DeGrom game, which might be back-to-back. Is it, let's see. I don't think it is. I think it's, no, it's not. It's, no, it is, yeah. So I'll do the Wednesday game and the Friday game, June 9th and June 11th. I'll do both of those games. And then I'll probably do one game against the Cubs. And then I'll do 2 games against the Cubs, maybe. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But, yeah, I'll definitely do I'm going to skip one game, and then I'll do the next 2 after that. I'll do the second game of the Orioles and the first game of the Padres series. So, I can't wait for the Subway Series, man. You got to go with Mayweather. I know Paul's been doing I know Paul's been doing a really good job with his exhibition fights, but you got to go with Mayweather, right? I mean, it's Mayweather. And Mike, man, thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. He says, I think the Mets team is going to do something special this year. Once we get everybody healthy, I think we can make the world. Listen. It's one, it's a long season. We got a long ways to go. But Mike, listen. I think we got a shot. I think we got a shot to have a really fun season this year. I'll say that. Thought that before the year started. The biggest question for this team for me going in was the bullpen. And the bullpen's been our strength. So if this lineup gets back healthy, they start hitting as the weather starts to warm up, you get your starters back, I wouldn't want to play the Mets. Not with DeGrom. I wouldn't want to play the Mets in a playoff series. I'll tell you that right now. So let's just get there. Let's win the division, and then we'll worry about it. But I think it's going to be a fun year. I really do. I think the Mets are going to stay in the thick of it all year, and I can't wait. It's going to be a fun year. Hey, listen, I would love to do that. Maybe my next 2 streams, I'll start promoting it a little bit more. I would love to do a group meetup for the one of the Cubs games. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Angel, man. Absolutely, man. Maybe next stream I'll start promoting that. Anybody that wants to meet up for a Mets game, obviously you'd want to do it on a weekend, right? Because that's when most people can go. So the Cubs are kind of, it's a Monday through a Thursday. So I probably want to do it on like on a Sunday, Saturday or Sunday. We'll figure it out. Maybe we'll do a Phillies game. Play the Phillies later in the season. I could organize that a little bit better. That's a June 25th Friday game. You got a Saturday, June 26th, and a Sunday, June 27th. So maybe I'll do that. Maybe we'll do that. We'll figure it out, man. We'll figure it out. The manager was a big question Matt, a huge question. He's actually done better than I thought he was going to do, to be honest with you, so far this year. He started off shaky, but he's done better than I thought he was going to do. I'm going with Mayweather, man. You got to go with me. I mean, is there a way, by the way, Buck, so I'm curious, is there a way to get that? I know it's on pay-per-view. I'm not paying for it. Is there a streaming service where I could watch that fight? I'd like to watch it. Something to do tonight, but I got to go with Mayweather, man. I think it's like $50 if you pay for it. Should JD Davis get third base back when he returns from the IL? I'm sure he's going to get an opportunity to, yeah. Never thought Rojas could be our guy. Seems very, very – I like Rojas. I think Rojas has done a good job. And listen, I was very, very skeptical of Rojas going into this year and even at the beginning of the year. But I like Rojas. I like the way he handles himself with the media. And I can't really complain. I think he's done a pretty good job so far. I like Rojas. I got to be fair. If I'm going to bash the guy, I got to be fair when I like what he's doing. And I think he's done a pretty good job with the Mets. Pirate Mini guy said, I don't know what you mean by that. But guys, I am going to be live over on What Do You Say at about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. So if you want to come over there, we'll do the post game. I'll talk with Tino. Always love talking with him. Maybe Maze will be on. I'm not sure. But I'm looking forward to that. And like I said, I'll be live not for the next Met game, the Met game after that, and then the Met game after that. We'll do the Orioles game, and then we'll do the first game of the Cubs series with the DeGrom pitching. So thank you to everybody for being here. I can't say thank you enough. You guys are the best supporters on YouTube. Say it all the time. Let's go Mets. Thank you guys for being here. Appreciate it.